Previously on Apotheosis.
You made a bad call, and you regret it. Not like anybody else ain't done that. You can't let your mistakes define you. You just gotta take the bad, get on with it.
It's a good dream, isn't it? Bunker under attack. Everyone, please report to security room. Bunker under attack.
Why did you replace all the doors with walls? I hate wall mods so much. I hate wall mods so
fucking shit.
This mod has done nothing but spite me every day. Wall height has done nothing but spite me. Comes down. Their number is about 14. 10 outside the bunker door. They are attempting to breach the doors with some form of automated battering ram. This will be highly unsuccessful.
Yes.
Why am I getting small?
Oh, the little.
Can I use the manure to make an even more powerful bomb?
Then I would suggest, civilian, that you fuck off.
We've got the home field advantage. And as hopeless as it looks.
The UN is going to love this. The UN is going to love this, bro.
Fucking J.J. Abrams worked very hard on Star Wars Episode 9.
Wait, like...
Grand-grandfather was German.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The door, you can hear the locks loudly unlatch. This one currently has a fucking machine gun setup. Alright, you get hit by a fucking shotgun blast. Ash, your armor is now medium. Yeah, so all of that is half damage now. Thank you, Foundry!
What Sean really meant was that we're not doing combat, is that he's having combat with Foundry.
I literally am!
Yeah.
And I'm losing badly. They just immediately fire one, you dodge out of the way like a little jester. They fire another, you dodge out of the way like a little jester. They try and look down. Both, it looks like they've run out of bullets, and they look down, disappointed at their weapon, to see that there is now a casing stuck inside their fucking gun. Better luck next time. Yellow glow coming from behind their masks. They are going obscenely fast for something that is wearing that much armor. It's really fucking weird.
He goes, got on the ground, and Wally just falls backwards into the BMD.
As much health as I... Okay, can I reroll that?
Oh my fucking god.
Holy shit, what?
They're going to survive with 2 fucking HP. Actually fucking rigged.
Mods, please check your computer.
No!
Check
It's not
your PC.
impossible.
Okay.
Oh,
Your luck has run out.
Your luck has run out now! Oh. You look down at them, and they look up at you, and you can hear a voice through their mask. Death before dishonor. 2 fucking grenades, the pins already pulled out.
Having troubles ejecting? Don't worry, happens to a lot of guys.
He really does fight with Looney Tunes rolls.
Yeah! We're going to need to work together. Everyone, defense lines now!
The historic leaders of old would have told me that this individualistic idealism amongst them is going to lead to their downfall. What they're saying about themselves, can I roll for lore on geopolitical relations to see if I can, like, pull information out of what they're saying? Wild Dogs, you're not just a crazy hallucination of mine, are you?
At the moment that we're talking, yeah, but I'm sure you're gonna remember me in the future, and then I will be.
I will always keep you in my heart.
Here, have some drugs.
Tier Hervelman.
Yep.
Which is, that's the equivalent of them just being named Sig Sauer.
For your efforts, please enjoy this gentle trumpet jazz that you definitely have not heard anywhere else in any previous sessions. She's just kind of giving her a nice smile as she's currently fishing shrapnel out of...
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
tougher than you think.
It's only a war crime if you get caught.
What's a war crime?
No.
Girl is going to walk over and start drinking isopropyl alcohol.
Don't do that, girl! No.
She looks at you defiantly.
Anybody good at cracking suitcases?
Yeah. Immediately, Wally reflexively look at the girl.
considering this says the words Ministry of Health on this, I'm quite sure this would be valuable as fuck.
5 different colored syringes. Unfortunately, one of them seems to have broken and all spilled out.
Baracho grabs it and starts licking the suitcase. No. The sands. There were mystical sands everywhere. A bridge. Spires coming out of the sands. A giant shungite pyramid.
I'm sure there was.
Would this have the same effect as me getting hit in the head?
You know what? Yes, it would.
Alright, I just go stone cold silent and stand up straight.
What the fuck? Why are you speaking in full sentences? I'm scared.
I do not think this is an efficient use of my time. I'm going to my quarters.
What the fuck? What
Who
the
is
fuck?
this guy?
I'm going to leave now.
Yeah.
Neither your sleeping bag nor the table it was on was anywhere close to that light switch when you went to sleep.
But what if the soul isn't worthy of heaven? Which room is Baracho's again?
The
far
one
right.
the
Oh
yeah.
I closed out of the thing, so pretend I'm still in the thing.
Oh, yeah, fair. Wally's still in thing. Wally. did not
Baracho,
close
why
out of
have
the
you cloned yourself 17 times?
Who?
What the fuck?
arrest.
You really should fix that bunker gas leak.
Apotheosis, Episode 8. End of the world as we know it.
I have to prepare myself for New Mexico hate. Okay, sorry.
I will quickly. I do have to head to the bathroom and get some water for myself, but I will briefly leave you off with the beginning of this session, where you all begin to stir awake, and
Like a soup?
you hear a voice come over the intercom. Greetings and good morning, bunker residents. You will be happy to know that you have now survived to October 1st, 2083. Due to your stellar conduct just yesterday, my subroutines have authorized me to dispense cake as a reward. Please share it equitably between yourselves. It can be found inside the kitchen.
What the fuck? They have cake? They
Indeed,
have it in cake now?
I hope it's the truth.
the bunker has a liberal supply of cake able to be dispensed as rewards for stellar performance. Unfortunately,
Oh, fuck
my
yeah.
subroutines do not allow me to dispense it for any other reason. You may want to season it well. Many of the preservatives have begun to stink.
I don't know if we want this cake.
And with that, you're free to do as you will. And I
Kell's
will
just
be...
gonna roll a squirm check to wake up.
I will be right back.
This is a wake up squirm check, you know? Oh, that's not a
Nice.
good squirm.
Nice wake up squirm check.
That's not the best squirm.
Really
How
not
would I
squirting
roll
it.
a wake up check?
Hmm?
How would I roll a wake up check?
So
Like,
you
what would
roll a
be the
dice?
best?
Roll whatever you want. It could be endurance, it could be drive if you want to drive out of sleep. It could be force if you want to punch the fucking bed. Could even be resolve or insight.
Yeah,
Intimidate.
resolve actually, I think.
What if
What is
Avery's
resolve?
revolver was actually called the Resolver?
The resolver.
Resolver, I hardly know her.
What is resolve? Oh my god. Chow, why am I
It's
stupid?
wisdom. It's the third in wisdom.
Okay.
I could tell you
I'll
why
take
you're
your
stupid,
word
but then I
for
would
it.
sound rude.
+3.
Kell is
Because
officially
Avery's
squirming out
hungover
of
as
his
shit. Yeah, sure. I wake up. Whatever. I don't care.
Let's see the inside to wake up.
Why is your door open, Avery?
I don't know.
Did you forget to close your door last night?
Avery is not wearing much clothes.
Put your shirt on before you go
Jesus
out.
Christ.
Sorry. Crap. Avery.
Hello, Alert.
Hello, Kell.
Avery gets something on, like an oversized shirt or something, and pants, and she kind of comes out like
I really like
she
Jesus
looks
Christ.
miserable.
Morning. Avery.
Morning, y'all.
You get used to it.
I have been used to it. It doesn't get better.
You sure?
I once took fragmentation into my left pectoral. My left arm stopped working for 2 weeks.
What was I yelling about
We have
Oh,
cake, apparently.
cake.
for breakfast?
Also, what the fuck?
I could use that.
Did you
I-
frag grenade or such?
ID from the Serbians.
Of course, the Serbians.
Siberians. Europeans, all the same to me.
There's a couple places in Europe, but yeah.
Name 5 right now.
Hawaii. Petrovia.
Look, did you say
It's not
Hawaii?
Petrovia. No.
Kell.
You got Poland, you got what was Russia, you've got Slovenia, I think that probably still exists. Finland, you've got Sweden, you've got Hawaii too!
I'll never forget
Canada.
the French for making Canada.
Kell, Canada and Hawaii are both in the northern United, or the.
Look at me,
northern-
Avery. Look at me in the eyes.
Her eyes are like half closed.
Do not deceive me.
What are you all talking about?
Kell is trying to
Kell-
convince them that Hawaii and Alaska are both in Europe.
You said Canada though.
It's the same thing. It's like Alaska too.
No.
You're making things up. You're lying to us.
I literally would do no
Avery.
such thing.
Avery,
Kell, you're an
lying to
American,
us.
right?
Technically, I was born over international waters.
But you would consider yourself an American citizen.
I would
Oh, yeah.
consider
Yeah, listen
myself
to him.
silly.
Also, does it fucking matter?
Avery
doesn't
just
exist
groans,
anymore.
gives up, and grabs a piece of
Diana?
cake.
Daya, how long has it been since the U.S. government has collapsed?
That is entirely debatable. According to some information that Kell has received, the US government is technically still in operation.
Fucking cockroaches.
We love our conservative uncle.
Girl just grabs like
fucking
a fistful of the cake and then leaves.
Hey, good on
Amen
you,
to
guy.
that kid.
Avery grabs a plate, stares at it, and just like takes it with her. But
The plate? Not the cake.
no, the plate with a plate of cake. Screw you.
They said there was cake?
There sure is.
Are you eating it with your hands? There's a hand mark in it.
Girl was, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Just
that's
like
girl.
that.
She's a handful, if you will.
Has she taken a shower or washed her hands in the last week?
We can
Just cut
section that part of
around
the
it.
cake off.
I've never actually
Avery-
had cake before.
Avery takes the knife and like cuts around the hand mark.
Yeah. Wally
and
just eats
just
those
kind of like
parts.
puts that plate aside.
As the dad that they have to sacrifice.
Just gingerly takes a slice for herself and... It's supposed to taste like fiberglass insulation?
Why do you know what fiberglass insulation tastes like?
We don't have a lot to eat in the winters.
And so you eat the thing that keeps you warm?
Fiberglass is good for the spirit.
It's very much not.
Look, I was a very young child, okay?
No, it's
I
not
respect
cotton
it.
candy, buddy.
Yes, it is. Why would it be pink then otherwise?
Do you have a machine that could make cotton candy around here?
Maybe in the
I mean,
mall?
There was a
We need something.
supply of it
Oh, there was,
a
yeah.
couple years ago back in Brookrim that was found, and a whole bunch of people got really addicted to the stuff, but we ate it all. If you could make
Yes.
some more, you could probably make a lot of money out of that.
I'm
it's
sure
really
I can
funny to-
whip something up.
Yeah, you just need something that spins and warms up and glucose.
Don't we have
Oh.
like a popcorn maker?
There was
Yeah.
there was also a
Yes.
dryer, like a washing machine and dryer that we could repurpose, I bet, for that. We just need a source of sugar.
I've heard of some of the farmers that grow sugar a little further down south.
I guess sugar would grow pretty well here. That. Oh, we could start an industry, friends.
You could probably talk to some of the straw men. They grow just about everything.
Strawmen, yeah. They're surprisingly kind despite the fact that they do not speak.
Sounds like they make arguments
What?
about no one.
Kell is gonna grab a slice of cake and like gobble it up like he's never gobbled up anything in like 5 months.
By the way, do you actually have showers here? I can't find them.
We do, yeah. Want me to show you?
Yes, please.
Follow me.
They're nicely warmed by the leaking reactor.
It's
So did you sleep well?
It's right in
Wally?
here. About here.
Yeah,
There's
Oh,
I think originally it was like a decontamination shower, but it works pretty well as a normal shower, so.
you know, some models of decontamination showers don't actually use water.
This one does.
Okay, that's good, because if you find another one, you shouldn't use it too much if you like your skin staying on.
Kell wiggles around his cat ear. Maybe. But yeah, also, I don't know what happened to the door here, so just...
Just
I'll put up a curtain.
pretend the doors are still there. I haven't had the time to
That's fair, yeah.
fix them after fucking wall mod.
There is
wall
a
height.
door here, however, it is...
In
hallucination.
the shop. It's in the shop.
It's in the shop. It's in the door shop right now. Just, scream out when you're done.
The door closing robot is gonna be so fucking mad.
Have fun. If you need soap, we probably have it in there. I'm not sure how, actually.
Yeah, there's a little bit
To
of like
answer-
cleaning supplies. It's a closet.
To answer your questioning, I slept pretty. As nice as sleeping on the
Ollie.
floor lets you.
You're cutting out quite a bit.
Fuck. I slept as well as as sleeping on the ground in a not body bag. Close to it though. Lets you
That's
sleep.
fair enough.
We should invest in some better beds.
Did you say you were sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, I guess we can work something out.
There are, like-
eventually.
A lot of tables, Wally.
Oh, yeah, the slightly more elevated floor.
It's comfier.
Eh,
Not by much.
Significantly, I'd say. But yeah, if we could find like a cot
You
or
could
something.
do what
that
I
could be
did
helpful.
and roll one of the medical beds in. It's, again, not much
Hmm?
comfier, but, you know.
But also, those are kind of important, no?
we could go down to the lower levels and try to steal some of the beds from the bunkers.
Alligator bed.
No,
I,
not those.
I mean,
Though we could need an alligator bed for.
we do have to go down to the lower levels
Crash.
eventually. We could try to... Maybe we could do that today?
You are going to fucking bed, girl.
Regrettably,
Yeah, you-
the residential portion of the lower levels has been approximately 97.83% flooded. There may be some bedding still remaining, however, the majority has been entirely consumed by mold and algae.
You know what they say?
That answers
The mold
that.
consumes all.
Yes.
We
What-
could go see if there's
what-
like a bucket seat in the car outside.
I am thankful that Kell was cryogenically frozen and did not live through the years where that phrase became a very dated reference.
Wait,
Wait,
what
what
did Kell
phrase?
say?
The mold consumes all.
No, you know how
Screw
it is
you,
with,
dude.
You know how it is
Wait,
with
would
the
Avery
various
have been
things.
alive during that?
You all got frozen together, what?
Wait, no. Oh, the mold consumes was a later thing?
Yes, because you were frozen when it was... yeah.
Dude, I've heard people say the rot consumes all the time.
They do.
Almost like this is a different timeline or something.
She
Okay,
mold-
sure,
she-
buddy. Smiles
she-
at you.
She molded my consumption.
Yep. Wally? Well, okay, well.
Yes.
Never mind. Right, so, what's the plans for today?
There is, just as you say that, there is a brief little warning klaxon. Just wah, wah, wah.
Oh, fucking sick.
Fuck.
Intruder
it's loud.
alert on the
Oh.
surface.
Alright.
Danger
getting my
level
fucking rifle.
estimated as minimal.
What the... I'll check the cameras, yeah?
Indeed, I have just managed to restore them. It seems that they were there for quite some time.
Is
2
it the
tents
human-
have been erected just in front of the bunker elevator, as well as a fire pit.
The
It
fuck?
seems that there is an improvised cook-off going on.
You guys want to see?
Mr. Clum!
Mr. Club is still in low power mode.
Mr. Clum!
Oh, I'll probably get him out of the way and move him back to the workbench.
You just throw him very far.
No, Avery's too fucking weak feeling to do that.
Alrighty, let's see what's on here.
The cameras flip on, and you can see a... Sure enough, like just outside the elevator in that kind of alleyway type thing, you repaired all of the defenses with the walls that the blockheads previously just walked through. And now, behind, in that alleyway, there is just... It looks like 2 people, both in their own little improvised traveling tents. One of them seems to be... They seem to have a kind of military-ish garb. It almost looks like a more future-y version of the type of trench coat that Wally's wearing. The other one seems to be much more of a wastelander. You don't get a very good view of them because the camera is still a little staticky. The wires could use maybe a little bit of tweaking since you repaired them. But, you know,
reminded me
it
to-
doesn't seem like they're trying to get into the bunker. It seems they're just resting down there, sitting on some logs they've brought in around a little campfire where they're kind of cooking something that they've got skewered just kind of over the campfire.
You should go up.
Oh, and I should probably actually set the time to be the right, like around there, I think.
So we head out to them, or should we just let them be there?
Let's go up.
Alrighty.
Sunlight.
You can stay down
It'll
and
be good
work
for
on
ya.
Clum.
I'll work on Clum. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh shit, we have to. Oh wait, no, they fixed our.
Yeah, the elevator's working. I understand why you...
Can one of
could-
y'all stream though for me?
I mean, you'll be on the other map.
Yeah,
That's
but
fair.
she wouldn't have sight, she wouldn't have vision
Yeah.
to be able to see it. So yeah, one of you probably should stream it.
That's fair, that's fair.
Sure enough.
I can.
Even looks like stuff out here has been cleaned up. A lot of the maintenance robots tend not to go outside of the bunker at all. However, I forgot to. There we go. There we go. The bridge is down.
The brig!
However, it looks like the
It's okay.
Blitzkriegers, as a show of goodwill, cleaned up a lot of the mess that they made.
Kell was just jumping through the trains for fun.
Yeah. Getting you a little morning exercise in. There's still plenty
Yeah.
of char marks all around the elevator ground here, and a little bit of uneven.
There's still like the plane down there, right? Like
No,
a
the plane.
biplane?
I imagine in order to fix your elevator, they had to remove the flaming and broken plane from it first.
Yeah.
Did
I
they,
believe they pushed
keep
it
that
inwards, though.
strap, or did they move it to the side?
They moved it to the side. It was not. It was just too much for them to take back.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
Avery
probably
will
just
be
dumped
salvaging
it.
that probably.
I'll
this
just
Oh, that
session.
makes sense.
put it big. They probably just dumped it around there in the middle of the
Yeah.
elevator shaft or train shaft.
Train shaft.
And with that, I will copy that so that I can bring you up to the surface.
The surface.
With that, the elevator
dinking my gator.
rides up, and just in time for you to see two people, like both kind of turn over to you a little quizzically. One of them seems to be wearing something very distinctive.
I do not know who he is, but I love him.
They
Is this
look like a
him? I
cooler-
don't even know this.
Why do you look like a cooler version of me?
The one to the side with the dark uniform. You actually recognize this person, Wally, in going, kind of seeing them now, like, directly up close. About a day or two ago, you were wandering around and just helping train girl, and you heard a
Oh.
little bit of noise. This person, a couple days ago, was just vibing in the middle of the woods, humming to themselves while carving something out of wood and carving some arrows.
Oh, I recognize you.
So you did see me after all.
I don't miss anything.
Clever, clever.
Pardon. Mind if I get past?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Say,
Oh,
you're,
Where's the wire?
Huh?
Where's the camera?
Oh, the camera is probably just, actually, probably just, like, here.
Okay. I actually forgot what that was. Never mind. Sorry.
It's right here, buddy.
Yeah, don't be mean to me.
Well, I'm being nice.
Kell's gonna like pry open the pan and start fixing the wires. Or attempting
So,
to.
Sure enough, you see the
What
issue.
up?
It's a pretty quick fix.
Yeah.
that was just a pleasure.
The uniform one looks over. You first. Oh, yeah. You're the folks who went to Ilinka, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Sure, I'm a courier. Hired me to get you a message since he can't exactly come himself. Name's Snake Eyes, for obvious reasons.
Is it the snake eyes?
Yep, since birth.
Hey, you've got similar eyes.
Look at that.
Kell is using a lot of autism right now.
Sure, well, Linka has a little bit of a thing for you. It's a digital thing. Said you've got a multi-tool of your own, and Snake Eyes, they pull out a one of their own multi-tools.
Mhm.
It's a map or something. Said that you were looking for some kind of locations for, I think it's Devon buildings. Managed to
Oh,
get them
yes.
all registered so I can upload them to your map.
Mm-hmm. Very helpful, very helpful. Thank you.
Don't thank me.
Uh,
I'm just the messenger.
But,
Don't shoot him either.
I mean, speaking of, I like the gun you've on your back. Seems decently well put together.
Thanks. It's something that well, it was a lot worse when I found it. You learn a good few survival skills out there in this job. Among many of them is learning how to put things like this back together. Had it since I was 12.
And how old are you now?
That's a secret.
At least 13.
And here's the map, by the way, of all of the areas.
Ooh.
I suppose that means quite a lot to you folks. I didn't really give it much thought or much of a look over myself. General policy for couriers. Oh, but I will tell you that little yellow dot, I don't know how much of this you all know about. You seem pretty situated here, so I don't know how much you travel. Yellow dot over there at the northwest, that's the "you are here" little icon, and the rest of it's just wherever. Honestly, there's not much on this map. Must have been assembled in a hurry.
The Death Band?
I'm sure it's fine.
You never been to the east?
Buddy.
No, come from far out west.
Hmm,
Yeah, I'm from
North.
Seattle.
It's
never heard of it.
far out west.
Imagine if it rained a lot.
Well, I don't
Like
need
a
to
lot.
imagine so much. Things get pretty
Like every
wacky
day.
around here, as you know.
The weather tends to get a bit wacky every so often.
Wasteland.
It is actually pretty cloudy today. And you can see a little bit of splotches on the ground from some very light drizzling.
And actually, is the rain safe to drink, or should it be boiled first?
You should probably boil it.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
I've heard there are some other other areas with folks where it's safer to drink the rain over there, but we're on the same general latitude as the Death Band, so I'd recommend against it.
And I've actually not heard of the Death Band.
Hmm.
I assume my friend here hasn't either.
I heard that
They
you
make
folks
some
were
really
all
cool
newcomers
metal
to the
music.
region.
Yeah, came
I-
here about a week back, far west.
Sure. Well, it's basically kind of an area where you can't really go without any hazmat suits.
Mm.
There's a lot of dangerous things that have learned to thrive in that kind of environment. I've heard there was a bunch of reactors or something that all got hit by a couple nuclear bombs that went off there. It used to be a really big city. The ground liquefied from all of the hellfire that went on before the first winter. So a lot of it just kind of sank into the ground. Mudslides, sinkholes, all that kind of stuff. There's no real way of set path of going through it by now.
Gotcha. And I assume it's not only radiation, there are also, like, toxins and such as well, or is it actually just radiation?
Well, I'm not exactly an expert on toxicology, but I'd assume there's also toxins. I've never actually been there myself. I'm
enough.
more of a west side courier.
Hmm.
Farthest I've really been is the fjords.
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, well, name really says it all. There was, that place got hit pretty hard during the first winter. Geography's a little messed up. Still, some people make it their home. There's a place around there called Redemption City. That's the farthest I've been. Old
And,
junkyard where people made some houses in.
Rome City I've heard talk of, but not not anything in depth.
Well, I can't be much help there. Rome City, I've had a few run-ins with some of their border guards, back when they tried to claim it long more ways of the south. They've kind of withdrawn since then. They've got plenty of luxury goods to trade for, though. I tend to be part of a long chain of other couriers bringing some of those luxuries up to this region. Takes a few years for them to really get up here, though. You can
Anything
make
in
a killing if you
particular?
can find a way through the wild wall. Not many people risk it, though.
Have to wonder why the Blitzkriegers don't, like, just fly over it, actually. But yeah.
What?
Why?
The other one in the uniform, the very albino-looking one, is just very patiently roasting a few grilled toads over the fire.
Grilled toads!
Yep. Looking very hungrily at the toad legs.
Yeah, guess you take
Oh.
what you can get.
Yeah, and one last thing. He kind
Mm-hmm.
of gets up and gets his backpack and starts rolling up his tent. My job here's done, so I had better find some other stuff to get some work done with. But there was one last thing that Alinka wanted me to tell you. You just said, I'm still waiting on that alligator. Not really sure if that means anything to you.
It does. Don't worry about it. If you do go back to him, just I guess tell him that we're working on it.
Well, if you want a message to deliver, my rates are cheap.
Hmm. You know, sure. Fuck it. What's your rates? Just simple words.
Something simple as that. I'm already
Shut
on the way.
up! Sorry.
Holy fucking shit, ow.
Pablo, if I'm being
Be
so
nice to-
Oh, was
honest.
that too loud?
Be
Sorry.
nice to Pablo.
Get your fucking dog off the radio.
Hey, let me put my dog on the mic. That's not a fucking dog.
I'm already on the way there, so for something like that, since I'm already going down there, just I don't know, 3 porcelain will do it.
3 porcelain? Yeah. Alright. Kell just hands him over.
And with that,
Uh,
I take my leave. Goodbye to you
just-
and your other strange folk.
tell him just thank you and that we're working on the alligator.
Easy enough to remember.
Mhm.
You ever need anything else delivered? I've got my own little shack set up in Brook Rim. You can ask around and find me.
Gotcha. Also, I really like your mask.
Thanks.
Very
my prized
powerful.
possession.
Mhm.
And just gonna
Yeah.
be packing up.
Have a safe journey. 2 of you. Oh wait, are you not? Wait.
Hmm? Oh, no, they were there when I came here.
Oh, okay.
I assumed they were with you, but
Never
guess
seen them in my
not.
life.
the other one just keeps going there, just keeps roasting. And just very faintly humming to themselves.
Kell's gonna like sit down on the stool. The stool? Why did I add a fucking chew to it? The stool. So, you live around here?
I'm a traveler.
Traveling around here?
Wherever the road takes me. I suppose you've been coming here from the far west. I've been coming here from a similar direction. Probably a little colder than where you're from, I imagine.
Fair enough. So, it can get cold, but yeah.
Chair comfy enough for you? I cut it and carved it myself.
I don't personally know much about any woodworking. So,
It's always
Just
good
like
to
it
have a
does.
trade.
yeah?
You'll have to
I tend
forgive
to-
me. I tried my best to fix your cameras, but I suppose I didn't do very good of a job.
No, you're fine. I worked on a few yesterday. I guess I forgot which one I touched. But yeah, thank you. Plan on staying around here for a bit, or?
Until my business takes me elsewhere.
I may want to warn you, in the coming days or so, there's probably going to be an attempt of, raid by the steel wrenches. So just, yeah. Don't advise sticking around here all too long.
Well, I appreciate the warning. I've heard something similar. I saw that raid go on with the Blitzkriegers as well. You fought them off well. I'm impressed.
Thank you. What
We're
the
really
fuck?
good at what we do.
Yeah, no, we're pretty well defended.
Anyone wearing a coat like that had better be. Gestures to Wally.
Yeah, it's an ancient one.
I imagine. Haven't seen colors like those in, well, much further north.
Jim,
Yep.
can I, not human perception, that is cyberpunk, can I insight her?
Insight or Sin Scout?
I'd say just insight for now.
Sure thing. Just you want to know what her general deal is, or anything in.
She reeks of bunker rat too, but smart enough to watch her step.
Also, is she just high as shit?
No. It looks like she has pink eye.
Okay.
Give her a high
19.
five.
All right, 19. She looks pretty. You know, I mean, it's pretty obvious to you, at least, that there is a lot more going on here than just what she's letting on. It is strange how she's been just sitting outside of the bunker for quite a while now, doing her little survivalist thing, trying to stay out of sight. She saw the whole raid happen with the Blitzkriegers, didn't really think to warn you at all, or really even step in either way. Even when the whole, what's it called, the two blockheads came down, didn't really think to do anything there, and was also able to either, you know, slip away or be undetected with them. And for some reason, she has chosen to show herself now of all times. Something is up with her. She has a specific reason for being here that she is not telling you.
Wally crosses their arms and just kind of stares. So what's the angle here?
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean.
And I don't like when people try to lie to me. They're very bad at it most of the time.
All right then. I suppose you're interested in where my business has brought me here.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is, I'm a bit of a good Samaritan, you could say. Sometimes people lose things, and they pay people like me to bring them back. There's a girl about yay high who ran away from home, and then shortly after got kidnapped by some nasty people. Been taken a good few 100 miles away from where her home is. Both of her parents are very worried for her. I don't suppose you've seen anyone like that.
What is the check for composure to not
Resolve.
Alright. Resolve. God, I'm glad I have +9.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Yeah, Wally just kind of stone-faced. Don't sound familiar.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I'll allow you to substitute that that resolve for a bluff check as well.
Oh, apologies. Then it is an 18.
All right.
I feel like the resolve was Wally trying not to dome her.
You could do another roll for a bluff if you want.
5.
Uh-oh. She's clearly not buying it.
Or if you go with like a zombie or such.
Well, I don't know what she'd be with.
There was a zombie with a goat about yay high, and well, we killed the zombie, and she went off that direction.
On her
roughly,
own?
at least. Yeah.
Which direction did you say?
Kelly's just pointing. I guess that'd be east. I have to remember the cardinal directions. like southeast.
Interesting.
I would assume she's going on the road. I don't fucking know. She didn't really harm us, we didn't really harm her.
She's not on the other side of that elevator then, is she?
No? Why?
No reason. I'm sorry. I have no reason to suspect you in particular, but when you work this job long enough, people start to lie to you. And it's always good to be safe with this kind of thing. And Kell,
So
roll
you,
a bluff check.
Let me find the skills. That's a 23.
Okay. Well, she was definitely through here regardless.
Yeah. You can probably still find some of the zombies' blood if you go into that building back there. I think was it that building? Actually, I don't remember.
It was this one.
It was the
this one.
yeah.
It was that one. Okay, yeah, I was right then.
Well, I hope you don't mind if I stay a little while and try and find the trail. It's not safe for a
No.
girl at her age to be wandering around a dangerous place like this.
Yeah, no, you're good. Stay around here as long as you want.
Sure thing. If you do tend to find her again, let me know.
She didn't look particularly interested in being anywhere around here. I'll let you know that. Bit of a scurrier, that one.
Sure
But,
is.
yeah. Yeah. Can I get a name from you?
You can call me Garly.
Garly. And also, I should probably ask, do you have pink eye?
No, it's just a condition of mine.
Alright.
Something I contracted a little up north.
And then I'll also say that you are weirdly monochromed. Are you sure you don't want any color?
That's a rather rude thing to say to an albino.
I apologize. I've never seen
Wait,
an
she keeps
albino.
mentioning. She keeps mentioning the North. Since Scout is she fucking Canadian?
Go ahead, Sin Scout.
It
I've
happened.
never seen, I've never seen albino skin that's great. I don't mean to be judgmental. I'm just genuinely curious.
Wally, sizing her up for Canadianness. She isn't Canadian. In fact, you're somewhat surprised. I will DM you what she is. And you, probably realizing this, step back a little bit with a little bit of a shock.
Wally knows what she is.
Homosexual? Wally just like nods and takes out their multi-tool, just like types something, seems to check something, and sends glowy fed.
You get a reply back like rather immediately or rather quickly, from an Avery. Aw, shoot.
Not
Y'all
the
need me
fucking
up there?
feds.
Well, I suppose I had better get to it. I cooked myself a little too much food, unfortunately. She sets down some of the rest of the toads and frogs and just pulls a few off for herself. Feel free to help yourself. My repayment for you allowing me to use this place is a little bit of shelter.
Of course. Stay by anytime you want.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Likewise. Though,
Yeah.
I doubt you need it.
There's-
Say,
When
I'm a little curious. What exactly is down there? It's not exactly every day you see a working elevator.
Miniature residential complex, I guess. I don't know. We've not explored it ourselves.
there's an arcade, but we don't go there because it's scary.
Dude, I swear to God, it just plays music at night. What the fuck is with that?
Okay, I'm glad I'm not insane. It does play music, yes.
Yeah. It's like just faint enough to where you don't think you hear it, but like it's fucking crazy.
I've heard about
Yeah.
stuff like that. Must have been some divine experiment of some kind. Guess it never caught on. Haven't seen too many others.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh-huh. The second
Good luck
she's
on your
gone,
travels.
the second she's gone,
Kell is going to check. Actually, no, Kell didn't do that yet. Never mind.
Wally's eye starts to twitch as they've had to interact with a Fed.
So, Kell checks the radio. Oh, I'm gonna go check the cameras real quick. Kell's gonna like check all the cameras up here for bugs.
Go ahead and do probably an knowledge engineering roll.
All right. 19.
Okay. There are no bugs on the camera. In fact, all the cameras you look through, you don't see any bugs or anything.
Gotcha. And then like I assume there are other like wires in there generally.
Yeah. You do not see really any tampering with any of them.
Kell would like to still just do a perception check and go throughout up this building, and make sure there are she like wouldn't have hidden anything.
Sure thing.
Around.
Could I help him?
Hmm?
Or rather, can I do my own?
That is a 24.
All right. Yep, sure enough, it looks like there really isn't much of anything. There's a few just kind of dropped cigarette butts, but nothing else that she's left behind. However, she did seem to... It is clear that she's been through the building. The building where there is still... You've scraped everything that says that this is a bunker. But there is still a few things. If you look closely on some of the etchings in the wall, some of the logos on the computers, and really just everywhere, it's pretty obvious this is in fact a Devon building, which is probably where she got that idea from.
I mean, yeah, no shit. I assume there's like Devon logos fucking everywhere.
Yep. Well then.
Can I have a second, please?
Fed.
Sure. So then. Yeah. You think Avery would be coming up right now?
Well, probably not, because over the radio, Wally said that I wasn't really needed up there after finding out that it was a Fed.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. What next do you think, then? You gonna have a chow down on some of the frogs? Holy shit, you are tippy-tappying.
Sorry.
It's all good, all
You
good.
guys all have like this super tippy tap keyboards, and I don't. Like, y'all have some sort of clickety clacky disease.
I love it. I love the
I
fucking
call y'all
clicky-clacky.
clackers with a
You
hard
can't be-
R.
You can't be saying.
Clacker is our word, but you can call me Clacka.
Okay, I'm back. What the fuck did I come back to?
You're a bit of a clanker.
All right. What is the what do you think is the plan for your next your next move then?
I think with the coming the coming fight, we should worry most about.
Yeah, because we did do a bunch of like reinforcement stuff yesterday. Like I imagine this wall's probably built up a bit by now.
Indeed, yeah. Everything has been fully repaired since the last incursion and whatnot. And
Oh, these doors turned into glass.
those were never doors, Salem.
Oh, were they? I thought this was a door.
That
No.
has always been a window.
Oh,
It's a window, buddy.
oh,
Salem.
don't be mean to me. You're only stupid.
Stupid ass meow meow.
Don't be mean to me.
The meower.
The meow.
Actually, could Kell? Actually, no, that's probably gonna go on the back burner.
Herm.
Hey, Wally, what do you know about the deforestation?
The U.S. government's very good at it.
Could you help me burn down these trees here?
Oh boy, can I?
I mean, those things have already been broken down by the BDRM or BRDM.
Thank you. Yes, but there's still... I guess it's still gonna, like, get in the way a little bit.
That's true, yeah.
If you get me a shovel, I can probably run.
We probably have a shovel down there.
Probably
I
some
actually...
basic tools and whatnot.
Kell actually happens to have one on his fucking BRDM, I just remembered.
Interesting.
Like, attached to it. There's one in the... There's one on the horse if you want.
Could you get that? To keep an eye, just to
Yeah,
make sure
sure.
that no one's trying shit.
Yeah, right back up with
Yeah, 100 fucking years of sleep. Fez, fuck with.
Keeping an eye on everything.
Over the comms I go, do you think she was a fucking vampire? Pale skin, colored eyes, fed. That's basically a vampire to me.
Two of those are explainable by her being albino.
Yeah, well, voice in my head. We have an alligator.
We have an alligator?
We have an alligator woman. The
It's
idea
alligator
that
time.
people got turned into actual fucking vampires. It's not that surprising to me.
I mean, catboys and vampires are like... distant cousins, at least.
Something about sucking. Insert that here, please.
Exactly, yeah. They both got fangs, you know.
She heads back up to you, Wally. Looks like you were all right. She probably ended up going in that same direction. Just checked around for tracks. Think I might have found something. Tell you what, though, there isn't really too much to go through. She'll probably end up coming back up this way, I'd imagine. If she had a quarter here once, at least. So, if she does, and she reaches into her bag and pulls out a very cobbled together looking teddy bear. And do this. And she tosses the bear over to you. It's not good for kids to be cooped up so long without any playtime.
On the... on the way
Kell,
to...
Kell, 2 reasons
Hmm?
why I shouldn't.
Ollie cut out like 7 times.
I need 2 reasons why I shouldn't blow her head up.
You don't have much reinforcements, and she at least is keeping as a watchdog. Roughly.
Fair enough.
Devil
pocket-
on your shoulder.
they
Do
pocket
you
the
want
thing.
some reasons why you should kill her?
Do not listen to the woman who is very good at shooting people who already surrendered.
I don't listen. I don't listen to clowns.
Oh, come on, dude.
I served in
Evil.
the military
Evil.
long enough.
While Kell is down there, he's going to just, like, nonchalantly say to the girl, just don't go up for the next couple days, yeah? So, someone who wants you, and yeah, it's not good, yeah?
She looks a little downcast at that idea, but nods her head.
Yeah. I'm sorry about it. And Kell's gonna walk off over to the garage, get the shovel from the BRDM, and use the elevator to get back up.
Alright. The fire has probably
shuffle.
burnt out by now, so it's really just a pit.
Mhm.
Still smells very
Uh,
smoky.
Kell is just gonna, like,
Avery's
whack it a
probably
bit with the shovel.
gonna follow up Kell up to the top.
Alrighty,
With the
then
shovel.
I will slap you right in there.
Slap it on!
So what all are we doing again?
Just a bit of reinforcements here and there.
Alright.
Avery, do a constitution save.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. What is that? Constitution is +4.
Actually, in here cross would be kind of helpful.
And
That's an 8. You are momentarily blinded by all of the light that comes out, and you just cannot open your eyes because it's so painful. The morning rays.
Avery just kind of like crouches down into a sit,
Here to go, Wally.
like arms
Thank
on
you.
her, like forearms resting on her knees, head down.
Hey, what are you good?
It's too bright out.
There are probably sunglasses somewhere around here if you want me to grab some for you.
That's too much work.
It does look
The-
like some more clouds are starting to come in, so it should be a little... You should just need to wait like a little bit before it gets less bright.
I'm sure there's a hat downstairs, or even upstairs somewhere. I don't know. You'd probably wear a Stetson, I bet. Yeah, good luck with the sun trying to assault you. Do you hear any voices telling you to purchase a sniper rifle? Is the sun speaking to you, Avery?
I hear that voice regularly.
No.
Okay. Wally, we're gonna have a discussion later, okay?
Yeah, but what if I had a sniper rifle?
Also,
You do have a sniper
Cal,
rifle.
What was up with that lady?
I could not fucking tell you. I believe
Can
Wally
you tell me
will-
what happened? I only got video feed.
My radio was on for a little bit. You probably heard a couple words of
I
this.
wasn't checking for that. Sorry.
Oh, goddammit.
Look, it's too early, man.
It is quite a...
It's 9 a.m.
Is cake breakfast?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Cake is whatever you want it to be.
That's fair. I should probably go get the...
Hey, Jim.
Yes?
No reason. But could one us that, say, feds and minute the fucking... I forget the name of church.
The name of what?
Might be related. The church.
Oh, the Children of Polaris.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yes.
ones that were on the radio in session 2.
Could one assume a relationship between the pair?
She did say that she was from up north, and that is, in fact, from what you've gathered from listening into their radio broadcasts on your own time every now and again, know thy enemy, is that that is, in fact, where the church is based as well.
And girl has a hyper-violent reaction to anything Polaris related.
Yep.
Uh, Wally looks over to Kell. Yeah, our kid's a fucking cult escapee. And the feds are in on it.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, did I not tell you?
No?
Do not listen to anything Polaris related. Next to girl, she has a violent reaction.
I've had enough fucking interaction with cults to not want to listen to the cult leader going on about eternal salvation or whatever the fuck.
Yes, but like she broke a fucking radio.
God, I would too if I was forced to listen to fucking propaganda for that long every day.
But you understand what I mean, yes.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And I feel that the feds might be. She kept referencing north, and that's where Polaris is.
That'd be quite odd considering the ministry fucking hates religion.
Buddy, it's been 100 years.
I mean, I guess, but
What does fascism do but seek more ways to be more fascistic?
okay, that's fair. No, the ministry was like at least slightly intelligent with their fascism before. Do you think they've
Buddy.
evolved that far?
Buddy.
Oh.
I was an insider. My parents.
I
were
was
deep
hired
into
by
it.
them. I worked for them at points.
Yeah, my parents were like deep into it. Believe
Oh,
me, they're
okay,
dumb
fair
as
enough.
shit.
Yeah, mine was just Eastern Orthodox. Different flavor of stupid.
God,
Oh, hey, Avery.
it's too bright. I don't like this.
The clouds are thankfully starting to come in now, so it's a good bit better for you.
Kell is gonna pull out
Yeah.
his entrenching tool out from his backpack that I forgot he had, and
Why
also
is-
start chopping down at this.
Alright.
Try to keep the logs mostly intact if they ain't rotten through.
Fair point, fair point.
I can make one of those log walls,
Log shed.
something like
alright.
that.
Could make a bed with.
I mean, enough cat reads, enough. Probably. I would be wary of the insects, though.
GM, should I roll athletics?
Yes, roll athletics for figuring this this type of thing out.
I'm going to use my session reroll.
Fair enough.
Should I also roll a athletics?
Yes,
Alright,
all
well.
you should. Yeah,
Mathematically
that's-
improbable.
Could I use endurance or force?
athletics.
Because the idea is force is you're bruting through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're brute forcing it. Athletics is you're applying directly.
But what the fuck is endurance?
Endurance is
your
doing
ability to
things over like a
withstand for a
long
while.
period of time.
Is
Yeah.
that not resolve?
No,
that's mental.
Resolve is a mental skill, Salem.
Stupid idiot cat.
Don't be mean!
I
I
think
did get a
you're the
19.
one who's the flavor of stupid.
Yeah, well, pot and kettle, pussy.
Kell is chopping these fucking woods.
Yep. Getting the kind of stump removal, getting the rest of that out. It's gonna take a little while with for all of you to do it, but Kell's doing pretty well with all of it.
I imagine Wally is more trained for it. So.
Probably a little, yeah. Maybe a little out of practice though.
Wrong channel. Wrong channel.
You can send gifts in there? Tenor is still up after all these years?
What the fuck is a GIF?
Graphical interface fucker? I don't remember what that stands for.
Interface.
Graphical image format, I think?
Image format, yes.
Okay, yes, I'm glad I know everything about computers.
What is a computer?
What?
See the thing you're holding? That's one of them.
What the fuck? Does it have game in it?
I
You
bet
got
it has
games
Snake.
on
I've
your
not checked,
multi-tool?
honestly. You probably got like Snake Breakout, you know the classics.
Alright, hold up. I gotta play it.
Okay. Okay.
How's the snake check?
Pretty fucking good, it looks like. You're playing Snake on the multi-tool?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, you go. I forget exactly how Snake works. You get your Snake so fucking long that Kell does not even... Kell is shocked to have ever seen someone get it, get the Snake be that long without immediately dying.
Holy shit, dude, you have a long snake!
Ain't that the truth?
What are we looking at? No.
Wally
Thank you.
hears a little bit of
Yes.
rustling to the south.
The multi-tool sadly ends. Wally looks around.
An animal. Something
What the fuck?
small, maybe cat or dog sized. It's not really like anything you've ever seen. It looks vaguely mammalian, but it has a bunch of almost like armadillo armor on its body.
Kel readies his shotgun.
It's briefly looking over to you before it seems to be waddling around and sniffing things on the concrete.
What the fuck is this thing?
He's kind of cute with it. Can Daya hear us?
Yes, you can.
Daya, do you know anything about fucking
Like a
new age
Pokedex?
armadillos?
Unfortunately, this species is not one that I have been able to fully identify. Several new species have developed in the time that you were put on ice, many of them likely due to the influence of the technologies that were contained and developed within this very bunker. This is but one of many of the more stable species that have managed to survive the hardships of the waste. I have not found a name for it, but it seems to be a combination of armadillo, beaver, and possibly muskrat.
It's a fucked up little rodent.
Is it
They made a
friendly?
pangolin again!
Is it friendly? I kind
AGM.
of want it as a pet.
I do not have enough data to side either way on that. I have not seen it interact with any other members of other species. Occasionally, some have wandered around the surface of this region in pairs.
Hey, Sean.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna ask the party. You said you wanted it as a pet?
I mean, I wouldn't be heartbroken if it ran away, but it's cute.
It's
Look
like
at
a
him waddle.
it's like a large pangolin.
Sean,
Yeah?
do you think Avery could sprint and try and tackle it?
It would be a little bit of
I-
a contest. It would be running as you did.
Sean,
Okay,
how many...
I'm also going to say I have the trait, or the feat, Cunning Killer can make knowledge check against creature with int score of 2 or less to gain +1 insight on accuracy and damage against them for int modifier.
Okay, that's
For
not
4
like
rounds.
running after it though. That's not what that is.
Yeah, but I could say like accuracy, like a jump dive to capture it.
I mean, if you grabbed it, that would work, but I mean, not if you're running after it.
Question.
Okay.
How
Like,
many bands does it have on its shell?
badly,
Hard to
Going
say
band
from
for-
hard to say from this
we go-
distance.
We going band for band?
how badly would you
There are
want that?
two options. There are two options. It's either, I believe, 7 or 3-banded,
All right.
I
and they're
don't.
pretty obvious in terms of...
Again, I won't.
It looks more like
I
a
won't be-
7-banded one then.
Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't think this thing could turn into a ball. Actually, let me check that, because I might have got them mixed up.
I don't care that bad. It could also just be food. I just think it's cute.
Make up
It
your
sees you all
mind,
shuffling
dude.
around and kind of starts to waddle away.
3-banded, yeah. 3-banded is the one that turned into ball.
Fucking cute. Whatever.
It's going to vanish into the barbed wired area.
That's
He's
probably
immune to barbed
fine.
wire.
I mean, it's got the fucking carapace, no shit.
I want to care.
Do not say that or Daya will hear you.
Daya, can you turn me into an armadillo?
Theoretically, it is possible with the technology of this bunker. However, I fail to see the logic of how this would help accomplish your mission.
Yeah, Kell is just kind of laughing at this because that's very stupid.
Broke my heart.
Alright, back to the fucking...
Back to work.
Back to work.
Looks like you've managed to get most of the trees in this region just pulled out. I mean, it's still a very large pothole, which could be annoying, but I mean, nothing that a little bit of work can't solve. You might even be able to use some of the wood you've gotten from these trees to make some planks to plank it over.
If we find any extra concrete, just put it in here, right?
And with that, this area has been cleared of trees.
Yippee!
Good as go.
D-tree,
what?
idiot.
Kell, what was the plans that we had for protection?
For what, sorry?
The plans for protection that we had.
Oh, let me pull it up real quick. 'Cause I
Yes, I mean, it's on your multi-tool, that's why I'm at.
It is, yes. Let me real quickly find it. Alright, it's opening. Give it a second. Pueblo products fucking suck.
You know you should turn it off, like, at night so that it has actually a CPU cycle.
I make sure to restart it at least once a day.
Could never be me.
Okay, so the
This post was made by Leave Your Computer Running Overnight Gang.
don't do that. Do not do that.
I do it all the time.
Hey,
That's bad for
people
it.
People watches this, don't fucking...
Alternatively, we could try to work on this. That's
Yes.
in front of the gas station.
You could
Or
construct the gas station room.
Or
Uh-oh, what are you thinking?
it could be tire time.
Oh my fucking god, alright.
It could be tire time in New Jersey.
Tire
could.
time?
You don't know about the tire plan.
Okay, so
have you done your basic your mandatory military service, Avery?
that was mandatory military service?
Yeah.
Wait, there was?
Oh my god. All right. Well, both of you are felons.
No, I didn't
But-
actually know.
I know that,
Out of
but,
character, I had no idea there was.
I don't think there is.
I'm doing this thing called making shit up.
It was very poorly enforced, and to be honest, that was kind of intentional, so that the ministry would always have something to arrest people over.
Yep. That's literally like my idea was, oh, fascist government. They want free any. What do? Give them.
You are really cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot.
The idea is that it's a fascist government.
Okay, Ollie, for me real quick. Okay, go into your voice and video settings on Discord.
Hello.
Hi, Matt.
Yes.
Hi.
The idea is that it's a fascist government. They want to arrest people as easily as possible, and they need people to actually be able to serve. You just cross the two: mandatory military service. It's that simple.
They had
I did my
enough
service
reasons
in
to
a.
want to arrest me.
I did my service in my own way. Okay.
Yeah, you sure did, buddy. But
Yes.
basically, one of the things was the high knees over tires,
Oh yeah.
and that's how the idea came about. It's just you put a
Yeah.
lot of tires down.
Some of them have caltrops in them. Some of them don't.
And
Well,
you know how
I need
this
a-
place is like
Toxic
fucking
as shit.
toxic as shit. Yeah, we make them hyperventilate.
Well, I need at least one good axle and some bits.
Oh, we just
so-
need the tires.
Yeah,
I
we
know,
cut
but
out
I need that for the what you call it, the gate.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. We could also get to work on the actual gate itself back here.
I think a
That
gate
could
would be
also be a
good.
good idea.
Yeah.
I think having a fully functional wall would be good.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So let's start work on the wall then here.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
All right. I do recommend that we should do more than just fortify
Yeah.
with this session.
Yeah.
Because for fortifying stuff, we could literally do that just like
Yeah, true.
in downtime.
I do
So
not
how
know
many? I'll
what
just say, how many hours do you want to spend fortifying?
5 to 6 maybe?
You could always do more as you come back.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. So I'll do.
It's just that the thing that is hanging over our head is war.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we really want this shit fortified as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. You probably could definitely like patch up and fix all of the walls in this thing in 5 hours, as well as begin work on the second level and tower over this building.
And the gate?
Oh yeah, the gate definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta like do what you did before and wheel one of the cars in and just have it there.
Yeah, as a temporary one.
Yeah, exactly. And harvest a lot of the still in operation tires and dump a whole bunch of them in there and whatnot.
It's tire time!
Or
The tire hallway probably isn't finished, but you would.
Yeah.
And I think you still need weren't those gas masks that you had actually before like one-time use gas masks because they were cobbled together?
pretty much, I believe.
I believe
so.
they just weren't great.
Yes, they were meant to not be reused much.
Yeah.
Some
So
more permanent solutions.
yeah, you probably should actually
I think-
be finding more gas masks.
I think we found some in the
Did we?
little the mini bunker that Ash and I raided.
I thought those were the cobble.
Yeah, I thought-
Those were the
yeah.
ones that you cobbled together
Yeah.
into.
Okay, then it was my mistake. Absolutely.
We could head down, purchase a couple gas masks.
There are two other things that I will bring your attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, three of them potentially. Number one,
Yeah.
there's still that treasure map that you found. I think in session 3.
Yeah.
Did that not just bring us straight to the Steel Wrenches outpost?
No, it did not. It was going
I-
into the forest, and the Steel
Oh,
Wrenches
gotcha.
outpost is not in the forest.
I thought it brought us to the Steel Wrench outpost.
All right, y'all want to go hunt some treasures?
What are the
Number
other options?
number 2 is
First.
there's still that gigantic fuck off walking aircraft carrier just in the distance.
Yeah, but that also said we need a good bit of
Radiation.
PPE.
Indeed. Still, if you could look around for something in the region. If there could potentially be other people there trying to salvage it who have their own solutions. It could be worth investigating. And the final one is that Kell, I think I might have specifically. I think you might know about this. I don't know if anyone else does. You overheard something. I'm pretty sure about in town, or maybe one of the NPCs said something, where somewhere in the Brookrim general area, there is a crashed plane. If it's
that's
not,
true.
if it hasn't been fully picked clean already, there could be some decent pickings in there.
All right, so
You could also try and do a little brief expedition to the entrance of the labyrinth.
Let's write these down actually real quick. What were the options again?
Sure. Alex, you write them down for you in the
Okay,
in the
treasure
Discord.
map.
Treasure map.
Treasure map.
Honestly, what I kind of think we should do is go down to Brookrim, purchase a couple gas masks, and come back up.
All right.
With me.
Yeah, I apologize. Just stay here.
Whatever.
Keep working. You can go back to work on Mr. Clum or such if you would like.
Oh,
It won't
I
take long.
don't have anything better to do.
Is there anything in particular you would like from there?
More information like I told you to get earlier when there was a courier, but
we have a map. They gave us a map.
okay.
It's of the general area.
Okay, and
I don't know what else you want.
I requested it in the radio channel if you checked.
It's from like it's. Yeah, you said locations of interest we don't have on a map, and they did. There's so many more locations of interest there.
Yeah, but that was from Alinka.
Yeah,
Like,
but there's also
Stuff not from Alinka.
we also got an expanded map though, like Rome City, the fjords, Deathban, all that stuff.
You're useless. And she kind of wanders back into the... She's going
Well,
back.
ain't she in a pissy mood?
Apparently she can't handle her alcohol very well.
Ironic for an
can.
alcoholic.
I'd expect a lot more from someone who, like, our first interaction was them sipping from a fucking flask.
We should go see the crash plane, I think.
It is on
So-
the way to Brookrim. You could pick up some gas masks maybe on the way there.
Yes. I think the plan is to go to Brookrim, just buy some gas masks real quick. 4 or 5
Why
if
is there
possible.
not
Like,
even... There, Jesus Christ. That was a pain. The recording, you'll see what I was talking about in the recording. Alright. So, headed down to the crashed plane then.
yeah, Kell also, like, brought the BRDM out and stuff.
Very good, very good. I will, in fact, bring that right out for you. Kaboom! Oh my god, again? Are you serious?
Oh
Is this just gonna be a constant thing?
Kell is driving through the pothole for fun.
Very good. Good for him.
Wallert is in. Wallert has been loaded. Actually, can Kell try to... Okay, what Kell wants to try to do is... Kell wants to attempt to hook up the... Because Kell's been, like, passively hooking up the BRDM's camera software to the multi-tool, right?
Yes.
What Kell wants to do is allow Avery to see through the cameras. On the BRDM.
Ooh, yeah, that's doable, yeah. It might get a little staticky as you get farther
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the bunker because, you know, it's
Or
been established
it wouldn't
has
be
trouble.
static, it would just be, like, laggy.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah, like
digital
choppy,
analog.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely doable. You get a little latency, but you could handle it.
Avery, you should be able to see through the BRDM now?
No response.
If you want to, or not, I don't care at this point. Kind of being a bitch for no reason.
You're kind of being a bitch for no reason.
I heard that.
No, she didn't actually say that in
Penny.
character. I'm sorry.
Penny, you're a grown-ass woman. It's the end of the world. Fucking pick it up.
Damn. Okay, I see how this is.
Kella's gonna go out and just, like,
Whatever.
grab the barbed wire and move it out from in front of the tires. Mm-hmm.
There you go, just like,
Yeah.
kaboom.
Mhm.
Alright. And then, with that, you're off! Okay, so, headed all the way down. We'll send us over to the free sketch area. I believe some
The
of
sketch
us-
is free?
Oh, no, okay.
You don't need to purchase the sketch? I imagine we're going to the, I don't remember where the armory was.
You're just very far down, like, to
Yeah.
south border of it.
Yeah, just heading there.
Little east of the other place, the Endurance. Okay, so with that, I will quickly redraw what was going on with the other one. Okay, and then that is... Jeez, are you typing on a typewriter?
That's why I have the fucking...
Sean, you do not have area to speak here.
No, but like I was hearing a bunch of tippy tappies, and then I was hearing a slide, as if you were sliding it back.
Oh, that was me moving my actual board.
I thought you were talking about the rack on your illegally owned firearm.
Oh yeah, that too.
Okay. Good,
Of
good.
course.
I just like to rack it and press it
Yeah.
against my forehead to feel something.
Yeah, it's just it's stimming. It's stimming.
Yeah. Playing Russian roulette to stim.
with a gun that you can rack.
I never said I played it.
You do actually see
yes, a semi-auto.
someone
for
in
Russian
front
roulette.
who seems to be arguing with the guards at the armory. In fact, you're quite sure you recognize them. They were someone who you saw briefly at the Endurance. The person who was literally blackout drunk in a very expensive-looking outfit. Tuxedo
The one
and
Baracho
everything.
stole the alcohol from?
Exactly, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's now basically just she's also carrying a bottle, probably also still drunk, screaming about something about the right supplies. If you won't give them to me, then I'll find someone, who will find them. Lady,
Wally,
please do. You've been here for 3 hours.
Oh, Kell's stuck into the car game.
Committed. I just need a really big gun.
Just need more time, Arthur!
A really big one. I know you got a big one in there. He starts to notice the sound of the roaring engine of your vehicle. Oh, these ones probably have one. He starts lumbering over to you, clearly not able to walk straight.
Miss, are you okay? Miss?
Have you got any weapons for sale?
Not currently, no. Why?
I'm buying weapons. You definitely have weapons for sale. I can see your truck.
For which case? Like, what do you want the weapon to do?
I just want it to have a lot of moving parts. I need the moving parts. You can't have it back because I'm gonna break it.
We don't have many with moving parts. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't bring it with us, though. If you'd be good to next time we're down here.
Thank you. Thank you. She
it's
falls
literally
to
a
her knees.
Folding machine gun, like you can fold it and unfold it and all that.
That's probably good.
Yeah. Make sure you have payment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Leave it at the Hickory Embassy. I'm gonna go there now.
Alright.
What a very sad person.
She just wants to break a couple guns, and who can't agree with that sometimes, you know? Excuse me, guard, I assume?
Oh, you folks.
Yeah, would you happen to have, gas masks, a couple of them, for sale?
We don't have so many that are working. Those would be a little pricey.
Can you give me an estimate?
Let's see here. Well, we'd have to actually approve selling to you first, but we could probably give them to you for a platinum each.
Okay. And what's wrong with the broken ones?
Well, I'm not exactly a mechanic, but spent filters, I guess. Bad seals.
Fair enough.
Whatever it was, our folks couldn't fix them.
I could take a look at it.
Well,
Yeah, would
we
you mind
could
if we took a look at
probably
them?
sell you the broken ones for cobalt and the chrome apiece.
Would you mind if we took a look at a bunch of them, though? If you just have a bunch of broken ones lying around?
Sure. Mick, bring out the broken masks. And the inventory one quickly, without a word, shuffles in. It'll be a minute. Got a lot of boxes in there. Say, weren't you here a few days ago? Said you might be down to do some work for us?
Yes.
Alright. Well, to be honest, I don't know if we could give you any work up north, since your reputation there has kinda tanked. There's a little
Fair
bit
enough.
that we could, if you're still looking for stuff to do, we could find some work for you in the southern regions over by the Endurance.
Could be. We have a couple plans currently for the day, but if it's not that much, it could. What you got for us?
Well, most of it's tomorrow, anyways.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow in the next few days. There's a few investigations going on for pretty minor crimes. Things like, oh, someone stole my favorite ink pen. Find out who they are. You know, the kind of thing that we really don't care about, but if we don't work on it,
Yeah.
they're gonna bother someone else about it.
Yeah. What the Bethesda game would refer to as a Radiant quest.
I was
Never
thinking about that, yeah.
Heard of that before, but I suppose that's it. There's one thing, actually. I suppose you're decently good at... Well, you did solve that last investigation.
Yeah.
I guess as long as the banished one isn't here.
No, we left it at home.
There's, there was a decently important trade caravan that's just up and went missing down south in the Land of Lakes. We were hoping to cobble together a party to try and figure out what happened to him, but, well, it's been tough finding the people who are willing to do that kind of thing. Imagine that we'd be out away from home for at least a night, and most people don't want to give up the comforts of home. If we could outsource something like that for you, and maybe get a few of us to come along with as a precaution, then I could probably find some more discounted or inventory or payment for you.
Wally, does that sound good to you? I'll ask the others later.
I'm very good at finding people.
That's true. Yeah, I think we'd be good for this.
Right then. How's I could probably cobble together a little bit of a team by October 3rd. It's the 1st of October today, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Yeah, so I guess come back in 2 days for that then.
Okay. We should. I guess that would work in notes.
Yeah. And with that, someone brings out a little wheel dolly with a bunch of broken gas masks on it. Looks like there is probably around, like, maybe around 40 broken gas masks.
Christ.
They're of like all different models and makes and everything.
Can we just like examine a bunch of them if they see like any lesser broken ones? Any of them that literally the only problem is like a crack in the screen or such like that, or crack in the mask?
Yeah,
and the
could I?
Sure thing.
Could I use my space PPE knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Probably like knowledge engineering, or if you have any more specific like lore roles or something.
Well, could I use my profession?
Which
Knowledge?
profession exactly?
Well, it was part of being it was part of being Meister Sergeant that I went to space and got training.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'd say that could work. Yeah.
Alright. I love bullshitting, getting one over on my GM. 17.
All right.
I'll just roll knowledge engineering.
Yeah. Let's see what the result of that one is. Oh, okay.
26.
26. Looking through, you're pretty sure that... Well, I mean, there are a few that... You know, it's for each of them, it's definitely a lot more than just like a broken... Like a single scratch you could, you know, like tape over or whatnot. But it's... You probably could combine components from each of them with a little bit of application of duct tape. However, it would probably be like 10 masks to 1 mask. Because each one of them has a lot going wrong. And in fact, a lot of them look like they've already been maintained by having things taped onto them. Like, these are the ones where the mechanics inside deemed it just not economical to cobble them together anymore to repair.
Oh god. Then do you just have any, like, filters? Like, relatively unused filters?
We've got 2?
That could work. How much would those be going for?
Well, we'd probably want them back, but we'll let you rent them for a day for... How does gold and a silver sound?
Did you do gold and chrome?
Gold, chrome, and cobalt.
Yeah, this is acceptable. I think.
Alright, and they're gonna...
Wally, that sounds good to you?
Yeah, no,
So
sure.
we can, you know, because we do have gas masks which we could just cobble them onto. Should be fine.
And they're gonna they're gonna grab out the 2 filters for you.
Let me...
Make sure that these are returned to us by tomorrow morning.
Yep. Understood.
Alright.
Thank you. Good working with you.
Sure thing! See you in a
Found
few
any
days,
more
hopefully.
veneer?
Hmm?
Found any more veneer?
No, it was actually that shipment that it was gonna have us, get us a few more of it.
Ah.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
Well, we were hoping, at least. Those traders usually have a decent good amount of bullets.
Well, we'll see you in a couple days, eh?
Roger that.
Yep. Give me one more second. I'm sorry.
What?
We're driving to the plane, right?
Indeed, yes.
Yeah. I imagine Wally would be like putting the new filters on the gas masks.
Yeah, they're gonna fiddle with it as we drive.
Yeah. Alright, give me 1 second.
Yeah. To get to the plane, that is about... Here, I will actually find a Google Maps thing that I could just show you. Okay. So the plane is just about... Okay, yeah, there we are. So I will do... distance... Where'd the distance function? There it is. Distance and... There. It is about 2 miles away. So the one at the south there that you're on is the armory. And the thing in the forest, that is where the plane has crashed. So, headed over there. You can see a good few things. You pass by the rails again, and probably the quickest way there would be to just head down the 50.
I'm back.
Hello. Heading
Hello.
down the 50, you can see a few things to your side. Kind of on your left, it opens up to some of those train tracks you saw before. And plenty of farms and whatnot. A few loose buildings here and there still standing in the middle of all of the farms. But it looks like this place has been thoroughly de-logged and just turned into farmlands and everything. Headed further down, to your right, there's a very big walled community type thing. It looks pretty abandoned. The walls are corroded. There's little holes in it where you can see a lot of very ruined mansions and whatnot. Could potentially be good for salvaging in the future, but, you know, if it's this close to the city, it's probable that the place has already been pretty decently picked clean.
Yeah.
But, more interestingly, coming up on your left is a giant factory that has been sort of surrounded by farms now. It looks like it's pretty silent now. It's got big smokestacks going up, and you do remember a good while ago, a couple days ago, there was some mentioning, I think Sheriff Phillips, when you were just meeting him, mentioned that they had an old factory down here with some mechanical parts in it that they didn't know how to operate because the ancestors had burned all of the instruction manuals to stay warm in the winter. And would you like to do a perception check to try and see if you can make out what kind of factory this is?
I fucking
Boy, would
love
I.
perceiving.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I actually have to check something because I forgot that I did that.
I think I am gonna head out now, y'all.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
I'm tired.
Take-
Good night.
Good
Thank you.
sleepy.
Night. I love y'all.
Rest
Have
well.
fun.
Good night.
Love you.
Rest of the session.
Have a sleepy. Have a good sleepy.
Very mini
Don't
session.
die.
29.
All right, 29. Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got 22.
Kell, for you look at this and it looks like a very to you, Kell, this is clearly a military factory. It just has that general vibe and it has a lot of military iconography on it. However, Wally, you're able to spy something else that makes you realize that it is not. You think that at first, but you realize it's actually not. It's not a military factory. It's a factory for something else that was given the aesthetics of it just for marketing. This is a cereal factory for a cereal that must have been made after you were frozen. A cereal called Dreadnoughts. Could be a pretty good source of food if you could actually get it up and running.
Salem.
Mhm.
That's a fucking cereal factory.
Oh, why are you telling Salem?
Because I meant to say Kell.
Makes sense. Okay.
Fuck you, Kell.
See, that... I mean, I feel like we'd probably need quite a bit of raw resources for them, no? Unless it has everything still, but I do seriously doubt that.
Worst comes to worst, it's scrap.
True. Any sort of assembly line would be worth its fucking weight in gold.
True.
And I'm sure the average person thinks that this is military. They know better than to fuck with it.
Honestly, I bet we could, like, just set up a temporary base in there, even. Like, just, like, an outpost out here.
When the rest of the crew comes back from unconsciousness and or, doing whatever Baracho does.
I forgot his name now. It was,
Which one?
Felipe?
No, it's Piao Yi. Remember?
That's right.
Yes, he got brain damage
he
and
did.
then became Chinese.
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe you actually would be passing the hoedown corner.
Mm-hmm. And what's going on there?
You can see it's a very big wooden mansion that was clearly constructed after the bombs fell. As it's sort of on the corner where there used to be a gas station, but it's been kind of assembled around it. It actually looks like the farmers there are living in relative luxury too, though they don't exactly have many walls to protect them. Some of them, they've got some armed guards that glare at you a little bit, but they see that you're not giving them any trouble, so they don't push anything. And you've got a few options. You could either take the long way, where you'd go to the west a little bit again and sort of do a long hook around to get to the woods, or you could go directly up, directly north, and then east. That's the word for it. Directly north and then east to go to the Crash Zephyr. The problem is that going directly north will bring you directly through a cemetery.
Well, you know what they say about cemeteries? A lot of speed bumps.
Oh, I thought you meant a lot of.
You cut out.
I thought you meant a lot of loot.
I mean, how many people do you think respect the dead in the apocalypse?
Well, it is actually quite one of our oldest traditions to bury our dead.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd assume a few.
I would prefer not to drive over the tombstones, of course, but yeah.
You are going
I
right
think
past
so.
the slums, or the which are communally called the Barrens, where all of the criminal activity tends to happen.
I love crime.
All right, directly through. I mean, there's like an inroad that can just take you through
Yeah.
the cemetery. A little bumpy here and there, some trees that have grown, but
Yeah,
you
the
can
car
just
was designed
go
for that.
around, and it is quite spooky going through this region.
So, this must be a new biome we've discovered.
In
I wonder
fact,
if the ghost will appear.
you're sure you could see things moving around through the trees? Wandering, almost clawing at things, digging, getting up, laying down. Dark figures.
Wally, can you check the peripheral cameras real quick? Just like
Yep,
a given
You got it. Beep boop boop beep boop.
Sure enough, you're checking around, and it's not like they're intentionally encircling you, but they're just wandering wherever they will, and then, that tends to put them just all around you.
And these are zombies, right?
By the looks of it, you pass some, and it does in fact look like they're zombies. Though it seems they don't realize that there are actually people inside your vehicle.
So, why the fuck would they not clear this out yet? What the fuck? This is like right in the midst of their city.
This is actually
if it is
right
the
on
outskirts,
the
but-
outskirts.
Like, they just not want to expand this way?
Probably available resources.
All it takes is like a couple crossbows to clear a good view of them out, I think.
I mean, took fucking 6 years for them to fix the pothole next to my fucking barracks.
Yeah, but that's the old world government, and not a small city.
If there's anything I believe is that the government will never change, even being nuked.
I mean, this isn't the government, though. This is barely a government. But yeah, that's fair enough. The governments aren't particularly known for that efficiency.
Here, I will make a real quickly. I'm going to alter some of the sketches here.
Alter vacation.
Yes. So you are going up this road. In fact, I will just pull you and then just there you go.
Yep.
Every now and
However,
again,
they're
there's-
they're on
it,
top of each other now.
it happens.
Yeah. You know how it is in a car.
There's just a couple of the undead just shuffling around and whatnot. It looks like you're coming up on the end when a person lies in the middle of the road, and you can see something else. It looks like there's a bunch of barbed wire being spread across. It could possibly fuck up some of the wheels if you ride across.
These things do have incredibly resistant tires, with
Yeah, but let's not try it.
Yeah, even if they are punctured though, it has an automatic air system in the tires, which is actually really cool. But yeah.
There's a hooded figure just standing, looming in front. The zombies don't seem to be engaging with them at all.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Could I see living status?
They don't seem to be shuffling like a zombie, but they are clearly breathing. They look up, and you can see a whole bunch of bandages covering their entire face. It looks... they...
Oh shit, Jamie!
It's not Jamie, but, you know, they look pretty similar. Halt there, travelers.
Oh, great.
If you want to pass through this road, you must pay the toll.
How much is it?
Food and water. What do you have on you?
Did we even bring any of that?
I mean, I imagine you brought some water.
Yeah, water.
I mean,
I don't know if you took the cooked frogs or whatnot.
Kell does not want to touch those.
Fair enough.
I think Wally would just have them.
You have the frogs. All right.
I've at least eaten one, and if they like kept the other for.
Yeah, you know
Snack.
they're pretty decently well cooked. You know, they're not poisoned or anything.
I still have a soda in here.
Yeah, we got a frog and a soda.
Well, frog and a soda, cooked frog.
What water do you have?
Not much. Like around a cup
Person.
cup and
Yeah,
a
like a
bottle.
person's worth. Yeah.
The soda, the frog, and the water, and you will pass unharmed.
I mean,
Can I scan for anyone other than this dickhead?
Indeed you can.
They're here. No, my insight is 13. Perception is still 24.
24. Indeed, you would see that they are not fully alone. People shuffling out from behind trees. Other people with similar bandages and robes and whatnot. All of them watching, not engaging, but peering out from behind the trees. The zombies don't seem to be paying mind to any of them very much.
Wally, can you just like put the frog in a paper towel? It's like wrap
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
just like bundle it.
All right, but we're not getting out. Come over here if you want it.
Good choice.
Yeah, if he didn't have friends, I would have blown his shit open.
The door opens. It doesn't open like that widely. It's a pretty small door.
Yeah.
You handing the thingies through?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Quickly grabs them and inspects them to make sure you're not trying to con him before. He looks at the others and gives a hand gesture. And with that, they all kind of just retreat behind their trees again.
now
I'll
we
attend
blew his
to the
shit up.
wire.
Mm-hmm.
And with
Makes
that,
sense the toll road still exists in the apocalypse.
and with that, you find your way up, and you can go through the cemetery a little more to the east, and through some more heavily wooded areas. It takes a while to maneuver around the trees that you can't just break down by running into them. And sure enough, in the distance there, you can see, I will just quickly grab all of this and gone. You can see it.
Destroyed.
Bunch of old... Oh, fuck. That it deleted you as well. Oops. Didn't mean that.
Hate it when that happens.
You can see quite a bit of... where the tree line suddenly just comes to a total end. The ground is churned up and everything, and you can see just a large split off wing.
Shit, yeah, that's a pretty fucking big plane.
And not just any wing. Because this wing, it's not like it just has engines under it. It looks like on top of the wing there was seats and a little bar where drinks were passed out and everything. 2 layers of it, actually. 2 floors. Much a little further to the north, there is another part that's broken off here, which is the main body of it. It looks like there's a lot of more kind of components of the actual flight mechanisms and fuel storage and whatnot that's in there.
Are there engines on this thing?
Yes, the engines. It looks like it looks like from a first kind of look over, this plane was actually done not by a couple of large engines, but by a combination of hover tech and just a fuck ton of very small engines.
Okay. That is a lot of engines that we could potentially use.
A lot of them look very obviously damaged from the crash and also rusted through, but you probably could find a few that are buried that would have been sheltered from the elements by being in the middle of the dirt, and that you could just do a little bit of refurbish jobs on to potentially salvage. Actually,
we should at the very least take like 1 of these home or 2 of these home.
Oh yeah, this could be useful. They try to seem convinced.
You see 2 people who seem to have been in the middle of a drug deal. They look to you and they quickly scatter back into the woods.
Go scamper, yeah. Why do you even have to deal drugs out, like, secretively? I don't think anyone gives a shit.
Well, you didn't see what kinds of drugs they were dealing, and they were just exchanging packages.
Maybe a terrorist attack is coming now. Woohoo.
I didn't see shit.
But another. So, should we get out and just check it out a bit, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
You look for parts, I'll look for people to jump.
Alright.
There's gotta be some good shit in there.
Indeed, indeed.
So, because Wally is on top of Kell, I actually cannot select Kell to get him out of the vehicle.
I can't select myself neither.
I can.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. You're out. Why is Kell upside down?
That happens.
Yeah, you know how it is with cars.
And cats.
He's been jumbled.
True. No, they jumbled Kell! Kell's gonna check the wing out first, actually.
Alright. Just looking through it broadly or looking for anything in particular?
If he notices anything in the broad scan, he'd probably go a bit closer.
Alright. Give us a perception check then.
25.
Oh, wait, oops.
28!
Okay.
29 for perception.
Nice. Alright.
I love perceiving.
The sighted brothers.
Yes!
At the very far back, it looks like you can see shoved away in what was possibly once, a bathroom / area where the flight attendants would get concessions and whatnot.
They piss on the wings?
There is a door. This place is actually very well dusted and cleaned and everything. It's gotten a little bit of dust now, but it's not in nearly as much of a state of disrepair as you'd expect.
Kelly's gonna just knock on the door real quick with like a...
The door just creaks open a little bit at that, but
Okay.
no response otherwise. It is dark inside.
Kell has dark vision.
Oh yeah, you could see through there a little bit of just bits and bobs, and it looks like this place was actually refitted into an improvised house, actually. house/office. There's a little desk over here where there's a few books just stacked around. Whoever used to live here is very long gone now. But, I mean, there's a few little things here. It looks like it has already been vaguely ransacked, but there are a few things that that wastelanders didn't really find to be super valuable. Things like, you know, like little bits of, like, there's a few bits of paper, sheets of paper that haven't been decayed. There's a couple of writing utensils that could potentially be valuable, actually, if you wanted to sell those.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take the pens.
Indeed. Wally, you can probably see, you could actually see something a little interesting, which is behind a bunch of the desks, or not desks, like seats and whatnot. I guess there would be desks too, because you can wander around and buy alcohol on this plane. There is a bunch of skeletons that have been ransacked a bunch, but by some of the skeletons,
Storytelling skeletons.
by some of the skeletons, there is some kind of ruined robot. It looks vaguely like it possibly could have been included on the plane. Some kind of more advanced version of a Roomba that also could potentially act as a butler.
Is it Mr. Kilometry?
It is not humanoid. It looks like it was in the middle of trying to sweep up the skeleton bones before it maybe ran out of power.
Is it a mouse droid?
It's like a very large circular. It's like the size of a table.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, it's not a gong.
It's a Kerfus.
It's not quite a Kerfus.
It's an evolved Kerfus.
It might be an
Kell.
evolved Kerfus.
Kell,
Yeah.
would we have a use for this?
That's a robot that looks in pretty fucking good condition. I would say absolutely, yeah.
Some parts of it have been unscrewed and stolen, the little lights and bits and bobs. But it looks like, yeah, the internals are decently intact. You probably would need to harvest various bits of circuitry and other things from other robots, but you could easily swap out components to get this thing back online.
I bet Daya would like this quite a bit, actually.
Indeed.
Fuck it, let's, can we carry this to the interior of the... How big is it, actually? Like, what would its size be?
It is definitely size medium.
Okay. I bet we could shove this thing in the back of the BRDM.
Move it.
It is very heavy, though, is the problem.
I believe Wally has quite a few muscles. If nothing else, he's just large.
I have +2 to strength.
I also have +2 to strength.
You could do some force checks to try and push it out. It does have wheels, a little rusty wheels, but wheels.
I do not have force proficiency.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Fuck, sure.
That's there's a 6 actually.
Alright.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, alright.
Yeah, Wally's much better at carrying things.
Definitely, yeah. You're able to... Kell, you're really struggling to push it when Wally has the bright idea of just unlatching it, and then everything it was sweeping up, a whole bunch of dust, grime, shattered glasses, old plates, a bunch of human skeletons all just fall out of it. And with that, it is enormously lighter, and Wally's able to help just,
Why was it storing the human skeletons for later?
Because it swept it all.
I mean, I guess fair enough, yeah.
I'm going to seat him and have a belt buckle.
He will sit!
My son has been seated.
Yes. Does he have any, name, titles on him or anything?
As in for, the type of...
Yeah, what type of robot it would be, the model.
Unfortunately, it looks like the paneling where that would have been on has been stripped before. However, you do see inside there's a few components where it looks like, with the logos at least, it looks like this is at least partially an S&M model of robot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Wally, want to go into the big the fuselage section here?
Is there nothing?
There was like a little bit of paper, some like pens that I've got.
Okay.
No, there really wasn't shit.
Let's look in, but let's not go too far. This seems best place.
I'm a bit used to these sorts of planes. I was born on a Zephyr.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Cute.
You can head in, and there's a little bit of a hallway here that, part of it, a bunch of scrap has fallen down from the ceiling, but there's a little doorway over here and over here that you could go either way in.
Should we together or split up?
No, together.
Alright.
Split up.
Fuck it, let's open this one.
You open this one, and immediately you see that was a bad idea.
I close it.
Inside, immediately the smell of shit and blood hits your nose, as this room has been inhabited by fucking insane people before, as just blood and excrement have been stained the walls. And there is a long dead body in there as well.
I don't like that room very much.
Alright, going down.
Down here, this is a much longer room, partially broken, but still decent bit here. Lots of, looks like this is a lot of a more kind of storage type thing where they had a bunch of suitcases and whatnot. A lot of them have already been rifled through, but there is a decent bit of, like some of them have some, there's a lot of clothes that are still there. There's a few, snow globes and whatnot.
I mean, if nothing else, the suitcases themselves would probably be worth a good bit, because that's a really good and effective way to store stuff.
That's true, yeah.
Some
of them have been exposed to the elements a little bit, but you could probably find a decent few that are in relatively pristine condition, actually.
Want to find some of the more expensive-looking ones and just put a couple in the BRDM?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Open whatever's not open too, of course.
Perceiving?
Oh yeah, true, perceive.
Sure.
We perceive maximum.
There's probably another
time.
door that goes
19?
This way as well. 19, okay, alright.
27.
Yeah, you're able to, Kell, you're able to see plenty of just... you see a few very high quality, actually designer suitcases, it looks like, that were at just the right place where they were sheltered, kind of behind a bunch of the other suitcases. These ones are, they're a little faded, but, they're still in perfect condition. It doesn't even look like they've been opened. In fact, they actually are still locked.
Well, it's actually pretty easy to break a lock in the Apox. I'm just gonna hit it with the back of my gun.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Wally has found... Well, he was kind of pushing some aside, and one was way heavier than it should be. You open it up, and inside is just a whole bunch of what you can only assume, based on the signage on them, to be a bunch of ingots of lead.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Is that they press their thumb against it and it divots lead?
Yep.
Is that fucking lead?
Lead?
Yeah, there's
would that be allowed on a fucking headline?
There's 50 kilos of fucking lead.
Let me see. Oh wow, what the fuck, you're right. That could be really good for the bullets, I guess. Metal's metal. Should we drag this to the BRDM or?
Yeah, might as well. It can be sold, I suppose.
Oh, true. Hell, we could. Yeah.
You see Wally as they start to drag it out, just trying to picture what happened some years ago that a guy was smuggling 50 kilos worth of fucking lead.
How the fuck did they even fit those in there? That's really fucking funny, holy shit. Yeah. Kell's going back to the designer suitcase to give it another bop!
With a second bop, it flings open, and it looks like it was actually packed decently tight. Inside, you can see just a whole bunch of, actually not that many clothes. It looks like they must have been in the middle of moving, because there's actually a lot of just household appliances and whatnot. There's, some utensils, some silverware, like plate, Tupperware.
Could you even put this shit in stowage?
Yes. And
Alright, fair enough.
as well as a blender.
Oh, we're taking the blender.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's blender time. And the second suitcase.
The second suitcase looks like it was probably from the same person, also transporting something from their move, very likely. This one has a whole bunch of kind of family memorabilia, a lot of just, framed pictures. Looks like a college diploma in there. Not really much of it's very useful at all in the post-apocalypse.
I think a college diploma is always useful, actually. Kell's going to take that.
Fair enough.
What is it for?
Gender studies.
Fusion reactor maintenance.
I fucking love lying. I'll take this.
And as well as there are some things that do look a little interesting, though. There is, you get a little excited first because it looks like there's a very valuable looking gun in there, like a pistol. But unfortunately, holding it based on the weight alone, you can just clearly see it's a replica. I mean, you might be able to intimidate someone with it, but it's probably just I don't you feel it, and the place where you'd actually put the bullets in doesn't move. It's probably just carved out of metal.
It's still metal.
The other one is actually a silver plated lighter with a bunch of intricate designs on it.
Ooh,
Probably still has fluid in it.
Kell's gonna give a clink clink.
Indeed, it still
Set it
works.
on. Fuck yeah. Kell's gonna pocket that, actually. And then I guess he'll just take the suitcases into the BRDM.
All right. Were you going to try and salvage parts of the plane as well, dig things up?
Yes. Also, there's an entire another door here.
Indeed.
I think we should loot the insides first.
All right.
Kell, just.
Yes, the comical amount of lead has been safely secured.
Very good. Thank you. Next door.
Yep.
I got this fake little gun.
As you wave it around, Wally clearly kind of twitches because they think it's real for a second.
No, it's not. It's trust me. Kell tries to pull the slide back and it just pulls the pistol back a little bit. This thing isn't working.
All right. Ready? Hopefully it's not the shit room.
Yep. Let's hope there's no more shit rooms in this fucking plane.
You open it up.
Sean, if I open this door, it's the shit room.
Inside, looks like a hallway that leads deeper into the plane, but you can see through here there's a window that looks like it previously led into a room where people's pets would be stored during the flight.
Dude, this
Suffice
plane's
to
layout is so
say-
fucking weird.
Not many survived.
Do you want to go into the dog corpse room?
Everything.
No. That's sad.
Cages could
Couple
actually
of,
potentially be useful.
Just things out where little play mats and dog toys and whatnot that have still just around. The glass is probably shattered, and there's another door to the side.
I mean, yeah, the one or two cages, or at least from we should go back here.
Repeat that?
For oh, the cages would be useful.
Yeah, a cage or two would be very useful.
Keep Pablo in there.
True. Honestly, I bet we could actually, like, temporarily just, like, put one of these on the exterior of the BRDM so that we can just, like, have a little bit of extra storage space.
Oh, we could probably put it on top.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed.
Let's take one.
Or if you found that armadillo thing again, you could have a place to store the friend.
True!
It was so fucking cute.
It's just a pangolin again. They made another pangolin.
You know what they say, the run back's better.
You're going to prison for reinventing the pangolin.
I was going to prison for killing a guy.
Well, that's... You know what they say about pangolins? It's effectively murder.
Do they?
Nope. But,
Yeah.
This is actually the weirdest layout I've ever seen on a plane. Why are there fucking hallways?
It's a very big plane. It's
Like,
I guess fuel efficiency doesn't matter as much when you have a hover.
I mean, I guess that's fair, yeah.
looks like there's a staircase down on the side I'm currently drawing, and this over here, the one that the other square one, is a kind of supply closet.
Are there any supplies?
Yeah, there's a few. There's like mops and little bits of cleaning, like what's it called?
We could turn this into a spear.
I forget what it's called, but the like soap, like liquid soap that you can mop the floor with.
That's good. Yeah.
All of the bleach has been stolen.
Fuck it. Let's take the soap.
Fuck. Nothing to.
This is not Zomboid.
Yeah, let's take this. Should we go up or down rather?
Why not?
Yeah, fuck.
What is that?
Another room.
Oh!
Oh, I missed it before.
Seem to miss a room, yeah.
Inside this room, it looks like this is just a crew lounge. A few tables and chairs. Everything's very ruined. Looks like the ceiling's partially collapsed in.
We could steal a table.
There is something interesting here, which is at the center. There's just a flamingo that has tried to make a nest inside it. It looks at you very inquisitively.
Hello.
Wally, do we hunt the flamingo?
It has a nest with some
nothing.
flamingo eggs in it.
Oh, let's let it live.
We could loot its eggs.
That's good. I don't really want to use the app.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, see you, flamingo. Name's Fred. Your name is Frederick now, I have decided.
Wow, flamingos
That would be
actually look
Frederick.
fucked up. I was pulling up some images of them.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The flamingos are fucked.
flamingos are evil creatures.
They really are.
It is trying to like poof itself up to make itself look very scary to you.
Oh, I'm very intimidated by you. Oh. Oh, bird shot for a reason.
Fucking gay little bird with its limp foot.
I wonder why the fuck it's even here. Flamingos aren't even in Florida.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yeah.
God, are you speaking to me?
Yes.
Ah! I
Oh,
hope
you're
I don't
hearing
see
the
Pablo.
voices?
I
You're
am.
hearing the voices again?
There's a gas leak in the plane too.
How there's so many gas leaks in this fucking house. House, I mean state, same thing. Bad news,
The
Wally?
house.
I think the sun's going to tell me to buy a sniper rifle. If it does, just hit me in the head real quick, yeah?
But you should buy a sniper. Then give it to me.
Okay, you have 2 sniper rifles, okay? You're being greedy.
Yeah, but I like sniper.
I'm sure you do. And through the next layer.
Further down, this brings you to the underside of the plane.
Ooh. This should
Inside
actually be where the
is-
cargo is, I hope.
There's plenty of bulk cargo down here. A lot of this lower side has been. This lower side, a lot of it didn't actually survive getting hit on the ground. It looks like it's mostly just actual like dirt and stuff that's growing down here, like grass and moss and whatnot.
Are there any vehicles?
No, because basically as this thing landed, it kind of scraped on the ground, and it looks like the entire bottom half has been scraped off. It's possible you could find some by investigating the ground behind the plane. You could find some things there, but you doubt that much of it survived.
Yeah, makes sense.
Still, there's a bit of things like the more lighter suitcases and whatnot were actually like strapped to the ceiling to conserve space.
These don't seem to be looted at all. Let's check them out. I bet there's gonna be a laptop or such in here somewhere.
Yeah, you know, a lot of them are just, you know, clothes again. But sure enough, there are like occasionally bits of electronics, like, you know, chargers, wires, charging cables.
Wires?
There's a multi-tool in there.
Oh, that's good.
And there is in fact actually a laptop. There's two
we're taking
laptops.
this
One of
shit.
them is absolutely fucking bricked.
We are taking this shit.
Both of them do have like pretty cracked screens, but you're pretty sure that, you know, one of them could be more recoverable.
Fuck yeah. About does the multi-tool look newer or older than the one we have?
It definitely older.
Okay.
You do see a few things. There's one of them that you open up and a whole bunch of like analog CDs come out. Looks like they're labeled
that?
like music albums.
Oh, let's fucking take these. Holy shit. This stuff is probably worth like fucking fortunes. Imagine what a fucking CD would go for in the apocalypse when there's no more digital downloads. Yeah, this is all very good stuff that Kell would absolutely want to take.
Indeed. You do begin to hear a little bit of a growling in this underside, though. Quickly looking over to the front area, you can see there is about 4 coyotes that have made a little den in this region. They're not going on the offensive, but they're kind of going to the side and intently watching you and kind of giving warning growls.
You know, Wally, I really don't like wild animals. You know that?
Yeah, no fucking wonder. Let's step back.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
You got most of the good stuff down here anyways.
I could just fucking throw a grenade at them, honestly. I'm tempted.
No.
I'm really tempted, dude.
And waste a grenade?
That's the problem, yeah.
Let's just get on with it. They don't care about us.
Yeah, fine.
Actually, down here,
Charging cables
I
are
think
always worth it.
you probably could see a bunch of like computers built into the wall here. A lot of them are broken from the impact.
The
but
console.
it's possible if you wanted to, you could try and conserve some of the. You could possibly be able to, you know, recover like black box or camera
Oh, fuck yeah,
stays or whatnot from this.
Absolutely.
Oh, actually, there'd probably be a bunch of like face masks, like oxygen masks that have fallen down from the ceiling too.
Oh yeah, true. We could use those as like temporary PPE.
Indeed.
Just gather a bunch of them up.
All right, you have fun with the console. I'm gonna grab a bunch of.
Kell, to do the
chemical.
console, that would probably be a programming role.
Okay, Kell is not wearing his programming socks today.
Unfortunate.
What
He's wearing his Kevlar. That would be an operate role, right?
Oh yeah, operate, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh,
1827.
okay. Yeah, you were able to very quickly, you know, easily get the plane's black box out. You download all of it onto your multi-tool, as well as a decent few other bits of data. You know, passenger logs, crew logs, flight manifest, and as well as some of the a little bit of the footage is corrupted, but you've actually gotten a little bit of footage of the actual, like, some of the outside cameras on the plane of what they saw before the crash. You could you could briefly play it on your multi-tool if you chose to.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Wally, look at this. This should be video file of when the plane went down, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Looks like from the flight manifest, you can see that this was traveling from Florida, or no, sorry, not from Florida. It was traveling to Florida from Brazil, actually.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like You know, you get a little bit. You kind of have to fast forward through. It's in a very large Brazilian airport. It looks like Brazil has become very, very advanced.
Holy shit, South America grew.
Oh yeah, yeah. It begins to take off before it almost does a little bit of VTOL with all of the hover tech
This shit's fucking neat.
before it blasts off going forward. There's it skips over most of the corrupted bit. There's a little bit of turbulence, whatnot. Accidentally flies directly through a flock of birds. But what interests you most is the view you get as it's beginning to descend from the view that you get of Florida. It goes down through the clouds, and you can see plenty of things. Lots of urban cities, urban sprawl that's been developed more and more. It does all, line up with a lot of
this is fucking cool.
a lot of the buildings that you've seen in the distance. You can see landforms that just straight up weren't there before. There are mountains in Florida now.
Where the fuck did these come from?
Far to the south, they built mountains, and you can see large walls that are sectioning off parts of Florida to stop it from
Why
getting
the
flooded.
Fuck did they make make mountains? What?
Miami has been totally the lower part of Miami has been totally submerged in a flood. Looks like there's helicopters going around kind of trying to recover parts of the flooded area. You can see, sure enough, in the middle of Florida, just on the north of Lake Okeechobee, the Machine City, a gigantic sprawl. The walls of the Machine City alone must be hundreds of meters tall, hundreds of meters of concrete and metal.
Holy shit.
Train systems going throughout. It's not just one Machine City. It looks like there's a second smaller one right next to it with a lot more foundries and factories inside, and trains constantly zooming back and forth between it, incredibly high speeds. Little bits of it's kind of the sun is beginning to set, and you can see headlights of cars and everything. Very active train system too as well. And one gigantic building towering over it all in the Machine City. Something at the center of it all, trains going in and out, some kind of command center from it all. And further out, just above the Machine City, something that you need to pause the video and kind of adjust your eyes and make sure you're seeing this right.
Huh?
There is a valley in Florida. They dug it just above the Machine City. You assume it must have been so they could get the resources for the concrete for the place. They dug out an entire valley that must be multiple miles wide in the middle of Florida that goes right up to the water area where a gigantic dam has been built to hold back the ocean. Water pours through, powers a bunch of hydroelectric stuff before going into the valley and slowly evaporating back up.
What? Fuck.
There is
the fuck?
a large label on the dam that says Vero Dam. It looks
We're
like
finding many points of interest today, aren't we?
it looks like from your perspective, it looks like that would have been exactly, the dam is pretty much right where the town of Vero Beach previously was. There's still some of it left that's been incorporated into the dam. But it looks like a lot of the town has been eminent domained.
I really wonder if we could get Daya to automate a map with locations based off this.
Potentially, you could actually.
A projection map of just overlaying it of the map that we currently have. Maps
Indeed.
That we currently
Yeah,
have.
using it as reference. Yeah.
Plenty of you see a lot of cities and everything in the distance. There's Orlando out there where you went to that World's Fair so many years ago. Everything's been so much more built up. Both of you, if you'd like, can do another perception check.
I love to perceive. What you say, Wally?
30? Holy fuck.
Fucking dug
12.
out- They dug out a fucking valley.
Kell doesn't see this, too, like, enamored by everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
But all of you begin to see as suddenly all of the lights in Florida, the plane's going down, all the lights in the Florida cities suddenly shut down. The power grid is disabled. And then red emergency lights turn on. Sirens begin to blare. As the plane is coming down, aiming for Tampa, it seems you can hear over the audio logs of it that it's receiving a message from the control tower to stay in the sky. It's not safe to land anymore. It's not safe to land anymore anywhere. Red alert. And then the plane begins to adjust its flight, but it's too late. There is a lot of turbulence and static. The plane, you imagine it was hit by an EMP as light flashes in the middle of Orlando. Orlando City is hit by a massive nuclear bomb. It must be a hydrogen bomb. The city is leveled. Buildings melted into slag and shrapnel in an instant. More lights begin to flash. Immediately, turrets activate on the ground and start sending up thousands of tons of lead and bullets and active defense systems and lasers to shoot down all of the incoming missiles. As you begin to realize some of the clouds on the horizon aren't clouds, they're missiles. Swarms and swarms of intercontinental ballistic missiles gliding down so that they don't have any heat signatures. All of them, now that the jig is up, activating, blasting towards their targets. Thousands of rounds fired per second to strike them all down. Until all of them are reduced to dust in the air, and bit by bit, a few of them are beginning to strike the ground and explode and everything before everything begins to, and the camera begins to cut out as the plane begins to shudder and shake from the force of all of the turbulence, everything that's going on. You can hear screaming in the pilot's cabin and everything. As the plane begins to go down, you can see in the camera seams and cracks beginning to form in the wing that the camera's adjacent to. Before the camera fully cuts out. However, Wally, you saw something else. Something that you thought it was a little strange at first, but thinking about it over and over again, it's rather concerning. When the power grid kind of went into emergency mode, everything started shooting things down. It was pretty easy for the first wave of bombs to get hit, but it's almost as if certain parts of the defense grid in the middle of targeting were actively shut down and disabled. Certain bombs were allowed to fall.
Like Wally kind of stares as probably the footage is rewound. There was sabotage. The grid shut down. Wally starts pointing out that some of the turrets probably moved into place and then went limp.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
They
Okay.
they had warning. They put everything into place and then the protection system
Did
left holes in.
and also not to mention that they just didn't notice the first one? Even if it was particularly stealthy, which to be fair, we can't see from here. I think the fucking radar would pick it up in that close, or the IR, or what the fuck? Hell, fucking LiDAR or whatever. Oh, God.
The fuck?
I have absolutely no idea. I could not tell you in the slightest. But this could be some incredibly good information for Daya so that we can get more points of interest that we didn't already have.
Yeah, I'd really like to see one of those fence points.
Oh, yeah. Well, if any are still alive, I imagine those
Yeah,
are
of course. but-
probably the main targets for a couple of them. But yeah, no, that could be incredibly good. Imagine if we could get like just a pick up a bunch of fucking rounds from those.
Indeed. It looks like there actually was quite a lot of them that were assembled over in Fort Myers,
How far is that?
which is a city that's pretty far to the south. It's even more farther south than Okeechobee.
Okay. Well, we have another long-term goal now, don't we?
Yeah, that's. I
Yeah.
mean, I knew the ministry. You know, it cared about its citizens as much as the military cares about its service people. But
Yeah, but
like, there's being uncouthly not giving a shit, and I mean that's suicide.
that's domestic terrorism. It has to be at that point.
Yeah, but like that was the
Fuck.
like when I was serving, those plans were like the most like important, hyper secure. Like that's the stuff I went to war to secure shit for.
I fucking imagine. That's the entire defense of the US, effectively. Wow. Fuck. That's really genuinely seeing the end of the world.
Yeah, there's. I mean, there's something about waking up in it, like.
Yeah, it's very different than seeing
Christ.
it. Fuck. God.
Let's get home. We have 50 kilos
Yeah.
of lead to process.
Yeah.
Why the
End of-
fuck? Okay, wait.
electronics.
So this was when was the end of the world again? When we were
2099.
told?
Christmas Day, 2099.
Just after Christmas, actually.
Or
the
one day after
26th.
Christmas, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, the 20. So a motherfucker was on this plane on the 26th of December. What, did he get gifted 50 kilos of lead from home?
Merry Christmas! Here's 50 kilograms of lead!
Santa Claus actually gives people lead if they're bad in this timeline.
50 kilos of perfect ingots, too.
Maybe they work in a factory?
But why would they?
It's their emotional support lead ingots.
Maybe they were just stealing it from the factory?
I suppose?
Maybe they would. I don't know. We could. Okay. Wally, do you know how shotgun shells were made in the old days, like a buckshot, birdshot, those things?
Stuffing lead?
No. See,
I
what they
don't.
would do is they would make a giant fucking tower, like 5 stories high, a bit more or less. Then they would effectively make a mesh which can support melted liquid lead, and they would then have the lead droplets fall into water or oil or something like that, so it would solidify on impact. And that was how they made buckshot and birdshot back in the day before you could just like injection mold and all that such.
We could absolutely melt some of this down.
Yes, I forgot the name of it. It might be a drop tower? Shot tower! That's what it was called, I remember now.
We can try to make a shock tower, sure.
That could be kind of fun.
Could be some
Yeah.
interesting components. You know, you found that factory over there.
Oh, true.
And they had some
That's true.
smokestacks if you wanted to make a tower of some kind.
That is kind of effectively just what they looked like. I'll send a screenshot of one. or a
Let's
picture of one.
get back home to deliver this shit.
Yeah, we do need to get home. Also, holy shit, we are full of stuff. We should make a trailer for this thing, if possible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm guessing they're both in the front seat. Wally
yeah.
looks back, and it's a comically sized Roomba 50 kilos of lead, a fucking like set of, what is it, like emergency gas masks?
Yeah.
Not gas masks, air masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A blender.
Like 7 or so just luggage cases.
Yeah.
We're going to get back home and they're going to call us fucking stupid.
Listen. None of them can say shit because we're bringing back 50 kilograms of fucking lead.
Drop them on their head if they talk shit.
Exactly, you understand. Honestly, I bet we could just... Oh shit, I bet we could just like hammer this down into like cold work it into just sheets and put that on the wall.
The issue is that it's very soft.
It's very soft, but it's still very dense.
Yeah, we can see what we have use for it. I don't think we need 50 kilos of fucking buckshot, to be real with you.
I would argue nobody does.
Indeed. Well, I mean, you find a use for what you've got.
Finally, a use for this fucking thing.
All right.
I just want to know the guy's life. Where he smuggled 50 kilos of lead.
Are there any like notes in that one, or like any like
Nope.
paper in it?
It's
Just
just
a nondescript
the lead.
50 kilos?
There's not
It-
even like a name on the package.
Nope.
Was this God himself's 50 kilograms of lead?
Back to the bunker then.
Yes.
Yes,
All
I
right.
suppose.
Oh, actually, there is one thing that I will note for you. It looks like on the map that you were given, there is actually one Devon building in Brookrim.
Oh yeah. It was
Oh,
the
shit.
what was it called?
Yeah, I can find it again.
Can you put that image in import info again?
Yes, I can.
Is it just
Info.
Yes, the Devon General Supply Administration, right?
Yes, Devon General Supply Administration, Brookrim.
Also, give me 1 second, please.
Yes. Given that it's, in Brookrim, it's possible that it's been very heavily looted, but it doesn't hurt to check. If you want to mark one of them off the list. You adding to your notes?
Me?
Yep, the tippy tapping.
Yes.
Very good, very good.
Jeez. Yeah, so we have done the crashed plane. We just dropped a shit ton of stupid stuff. We should maybe approach the Stratus just to see how bad it is and back.
Yes. Alright,
But also we could call it here if you'd like.
yeah, it is getting a little,
It has been 3 hours and
yeah, a
that is
little
okay.
bit. We can have this be a little bit of a smaller session.
That's
Probably good to do that since not a lot of people are here.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had a lot of fun.
Okay,
I really like the description of the end of the world. That was very.
What can I say? Improv is the way to go. Alright, well, with that, you two knuckleheads head back to the bunker to drop off your haul and presumably to do some more work on the defenses and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, as you drive off, the sun beginning to set and water beginning to pour down in a light rain. Session end.
Yeah.
Go my recording. There we go. We've started. Yeah, the link for the whatever it's called is
The Foundry?
Yeah, Foundry. That's still in the
Yep.
thing. I do in fact have the correct.
I
Thing
will open the
loaded.
little slot.
Game is paused. Very good.
Pause.
As I just get myself situated here. While I get
Other
myself
situations.
situated, little brief administrator message about the game. Reverb is currently at someone else's place. I think that's where they are.
He's at the Bernie Sanders rally.
Apparently,
in
I mean that's pretty cool. I mean
that's actually probably a dox. You should probably remove the place I just listed there.
yeah, maybe.
If you can.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
He's at your mother's house.
He's at a pretty cool place.
Yeah,
and
he's very based.
yeah, exactly. Very basic
We love our
political rally.
local communist.
No, but yeah, he might eventually he might make it back like in the latter half of the session. If not, it's going to be these knuckleheads.
He's not coming back, bro.
Bernie Sanders is consuming him.
Viv can't make it because because Viv has some personal things going on that she needs to attend to. So we all wish her the best with the life things that are going on.
Chad, it's going to be actually a 3-hour makeout session between Wally and Kell.
Yeah, well, Avery cheers it on in the background.
She sits in the cook stool.
Is Avery
sorry,
a Fujoshi?
I was eating a sandwich. What?
Is Avery a Fujoshi?
This is an
what?
important
important.
important lore to know.
Oh, this is going to be a massive fucking session.
It really is. It's not the clown crew. It's 2 responsible-ish adults and then Avery.
And our seriously wounded gay mom.
All right.
This is gonna be the session of. So you know those backpacks that have like a leash on them for kids?
The harnesses, yeah.
Yeah. Smiles.
Okay.
Please don't make me wrangle you.
Fuck out of my keyboard, you fucking slut.
What are
Anyways,
you fucking
I
spraying?
realized.
I'm
compressed air.
using compressed air to get the shit out of my keyboard.
I realized as I got up to close my window, I hadn't eaten food tonight.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
So I had to go make a sandwich. So I am back. Hello.
It's this session is 4 hours.
Okay.
Wally just
You cut out like 6 times.
Watch
So,
together.
where did he
Link has
say
been sent, by the way.
Where did
I love
he say
watching
Reverb
together.
was? Where did Reverb go?
He's at the Bernie Sanders rally.
Awesome.
keep doxing his ass.
It's okay. We don't have specific
forgot
dates and times
that.
in videos.
Okay, I really don't. We do have specific dates in videos. We don't have times.
Do we?
Yeah.
It
'Cause,
is currently.
however, like I mean, I feel like a lot of people go to Bernie Sanders rallies from like all over the country. I remember
Yeah.
back before we were an oligarchy, I literally went like 2 cities away to get to a Bernie Sanders rally once, and that saying. I genuinely don't think that's much of a dox.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
maybe
fair.
it's the state if he hasn't crossed state lines to get there.
He didn't cross.
He did cross state lines.
He's very
with
good
a
at
gun.
crossing state lines, and I do not know if he did or not.
Yeah.
He crossed state lines with a loaded weapon.
Listen, he went into Arizona,
He
and that
smuggled-
makes it all right.
He smuggled a lot of illicit and stolen goods across state lines, just like in Better Call Saul.
Exactly, it feels like Better Call Saul, but like if it was in a better state instead of fucking New Mexico.
That's true.
I hate New Mexico.
Okay,
That's the worst state I've ever been into. Hold on.
Yeah, we
That was a much more relaxed one, like session 3, I think it was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
still just nice. Yeah.
I think it's good that, especially after the oh my god, everything's on fire, 666, we're getting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more calm.
I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah. I didn't have really all that much planned for this session. It was obviously gonna be very you directed. The next one will probably be kind of the same, and I think probably after next session is probably when we can expect the
Session
the
10
raid
should
to
probably
happen.
be the
Oh, you're true.
session 10. I think session 9 and pre-session 10 should be us finalizing our defenses as much as physically
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
sounds like a good plan.
'Cause,
All right.
Could I send? I need to buy some bullets.
Yes.
I need some more veneer so that I can make 50 anti-leadership bullets.
Oh, very good. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Alright, I'm also putting the notes in. I'm marking off crash plane investigation.
Very good. Very good.
And we also got another objective, didn't we?
Oh
Like
yeah.
another place to search? I don't remember where.
Do you mean
the escort to find the loot, right?
Might have been. I swear to God, there was something else there, like on the in the footage that we wanted to go to.
Oh yeah,
yes,
Fort Myers is very far south.
Oh yeah.
They have-
Yeah. After we do that.
There's also some of the synthetic mountains down there that looked like they were made of, like, old unused earth and slag from the dug up valley.
Well, I guess I don't need to put that there then, because we can probably find that later, or start to work on that when a good bit later.
Yeah. That's pretty far down.
Yeah. No, I'll leave it as then, as is then. I think what we're probably gonna want to do next session is the rest of those thingies. Maybe
Yeah.
2 of the 3.
There's also one lady who wants to buy the gun thing.
Oh, that's right. That's what I was trying to add.
And also, I think on October 3rd they said they wanted to.
Yes, I put that in notes already.
Yes, very good, very good, very
So,
So-
did she have a name?
good. She did not give it to you.
Drunk lady from the bar. That
One
Baracho Rob.
that Baracho Rob. Let me get the exact name of the gun.
I feel like the Stratus and entrance might be shorter
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
because it's not us going in too deep.
Yeah, it's just like checking it out.
Just like, oh, is there? I think the Stratus probably has like a small, what's it called? Like a, what's the word? Not looting, scavenging camp nearby. If it's dangerous enough, keep trying to go there.
Oh, true, yeah.
Quite possibly, yes.
Finding those people, determining what they want, what we could do for them. The lab is also, and the treasure map is the.
Very well. You've
And
got
then-
your plans
and
for the
then-
next session.
Yep.
And then we ready up blowing up the steel wrenches.
The showdown ticks closer by the day.
Soon the steel wrenches will explode in nuclear fire.
Hopefully.
I have a long range scope, specialized ammunition, knowledge of their boss. I'm shooting that motherfucker dead.